Speaking of MSCS Tommy,
Oh,
I talked about this on the Creep Off, but I got connected to this guy, Matthew Cox, because he saw us making fun of him, and he actually did time with Tommy in the Slammer.
Oh!
And so this Matthew
So that's
Cox,
the Tampa guy.
Yeah, Matthew
Okay,
Cox
right,
is a YouTuber now. And he has a very interesting show because he's an ex-con. So he interviews mafia guys, convicts, FBI, law enforcement. Like he covers all the gambit. But he saw us making fun of Tommy, so he invited me on his show. So when we did our live show down in Largo, I got up one morning, drove to Tampa, and did his show in his studio. And it was fun. He was a really, really nice guy, very interesting story. I actually felt weird that he was interviewing me. Because I'm like, I want to ask you questions. You're way more interesting than I am, motherfucker.
Also, folks, I'm not an ex-convict.
Right. But, you know, it's I don't want to start this Stuttering John where I'm interviewing the guy that, I'm on their show. It's like everyone knows his story. They watch his show. But I'm watching the Cubs game over the weekend, and there's fucking Matthew Cox on a TV commercial. You were with me.
Yeah.
That's right. You were with me. I go, holy shit, I know that guy. I rewound it. Like, yeah, that's the guy. He was like for LifeLock or something. It was like identity theft protection. And they had him on as an expert.
Right.
Identity theft expert, Matthew Cox, because he knows how to do that kind of thing. And he's on there going, yeah, one of the ways that they could get your information is by doing this and this and this. So it's very interesting. So I text him after you left. Dude, I just saw you on a commercial. Congratulations. That's so cool. You're an identity theft expert. And he writes me back. He's like, oh, yeah, it's Carl. I hope you're doing well. And then we were just, trading back and forth some stuff. Like, what are you up to now? He's like, I just put a book out. Oh, that's interesting. So he sends it to me. Friends in... Oh, shit. What is the name of the book? Hold on. It's in my notes for Creep Off. I wasn't prepared to talk about this.
How to disable an opponent with only a can of Coke.
Yeah, no, it wasn't flashlight fighting.
Flashlight fighting.
It wasn't that. Bodies. Oh, hold on. Let me just click the fucking link.
Cox on bodies.
Let me just show you guys this. If anyone didn't watch the Creep Off, which is wild. People aren't watching the Creep Off. You're missing out. You know what I mean? All right, so check this out. This is really funny. My buddy Matthew Cox just put out this book, Bodies in Low Places, a serious examination into the allegation, is Garth Brooks a serial killer?
Wow.
It says, two brave journalists dare to expose the music industry's darkest secret, that country music legend, Garth Brooks, may very well be a bloodthirsty serial killer. Upon the completion of Bodies in Low Places, you will be convinced of the gruesome truth that Garth Brooks is potentially the most prolific serial offender in our great nation's history, and it was staring at us in the face the entire time.
Wow.
So I might get this guy on the Creep Off and talk to him about this.
Do you know who would be jealous of this book? Is that asshole from Disgraceland.
Oh, right. That guy who makes up all
wishes that
all
he
the
was in on
stories.
this. Oh,
I forgot about that guy.
I
I totally forgot about that idiot.
yeah, we'll circle back to him.
Do you know what that theory is? It's that, every place he went on tour, there is a murder. But the problem with that math is that it pretty much coincides with any tour you follow. There's going to be a murder in that city.
Are you just raining on our parade? We
No,
got
if-
the band here. People are marching down the street. And you're just the fucking storm clouds coming in.
I'm just trying to save lives. I think it's Chris Gaines. I don't think it's Garth
Chris
Brooks.
Gaines, yeah, is probably
it's-
the one who's killing everyone. And you have a better chance of getting killed because less attended audience.
That's
at
true.
Those,
It's a more
shows.
intimate show.
Yeah, right. Smaller theater for Chris Gaines.
More facial hair.
Anyway, that was interesting. It's not very often that I see a friend on TV during a Cubs game.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. How are you doing, Adam?
I'm not nervous about this lawsuit, but I do have concerns.
Yeah.
You know?
As you should.
Yeah,
Getting
good.
sued it should always bring on concerns.
Because there's been so much laughter about it, so much fun. It's
Yeah.
my job to, put an end to that real fast.
That is your role. That is your role on the show. People still haven't figured that out. When's Adam going to be funny? If he does, I'm firing him.
Pretty consistent.
That's not why he's here. That's Chris's job. But all right, what are your thoughts? Do you have anything you want to say, or?
Well, we all know that everything it said in that Post article was not true or completely wrong or they took days to fix. But nobody reading it does. Like, it's a very small group
of course.
that reads that and go. So I just get concerned when people are going to start thinking the word dabble comes from
Well, right. That's
people
annoying.
dabbling in internet hygiene.
gossip. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And those kind of things. You know, it was a very John-centric article because he gave them the story. He's from New York, so it just kind of either favored him or conveniently left out details like the age discrepancy between the two parties involved.
That was weird.
So I just didn't like any of that, and I know we know better, but anybody reading that just from the tri-state area that doesn't know will not. So I'm curious if he's picked up any people at all who see him and like, hey, man, heard about those bullies you have. Feel real bad for you.
Yeah, well, it didn't really paint him in that kind of light. It was more about how he's such a huge celebrity and such a big star that Shuli and I are glomming on to try to get a little bit of that fame. Try to hope that dusts off on us a little bit.
I mean, he had to go out of his way to talk about making fun of him and like his feelings and making him feel bad, which I thought was really an embarrassing reveal, no matter how good the Revenge is.
You know, Jake, if you're trying to get me on your show, this is not the way to go about it, buddy.
Wow.
Carl's a loser. Is that true? Big if true. So I was telling you
Inconclusive.
about, I've been getting like notes from people out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, my friend Corinne, you know her very well.
Mm-hmm.
She texted me today and asked me if I stole couch cushions. That seems to be the
Yeah,
biggest
AC.
takeaway from all of this. Did you really steal couch cushions? No.
So how close are you with Corinne that she would accuse you of that?
Well, that's why it's very
That's
funny.
nuts.
I know. It's very funny that she would say that.
There's so many things wrong with that.
But if you just read in the New York Post, like if I read in the New York Post
wow.
that producer Chris is stealing couch cushions, I'd be like, dude, are you stealing couch cushions? I read about it in the newspaper.
I have a life outside this show.
Just don't lie to us about it.
But no, to your point, Adam, I picked up the print edition on Sunday, and the headline in the print edition is fucking crazy.
What is it?
It says, Stuttering John's lawsuit clear as day, or something like that.
By Aaron Imhol.
Right. Did you catch any of Potentially Criminal breaking down? He did like a 2-hour stream breaking down the lawsuit.
I did not.
I have one clip from it today. We'll talk
Great.
about it. Sean's also looked into things with Nick Rekieta and Aaron and stuff and been very incorrect about that. He's very much at a side. So he agrees with everything that we say, which is nice, but take it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I don't know, that can't be the real Jake Husden. Better music than the Isotopes. It's AI, you idiot. You don't make music, Jake. Stop it. Stop sending me those songs. I don't listen to them. I don't care about AI music. Carl's Legal Defense Fund, supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go to help me with that. Anonymous is here.
I need this dog to have some grease on it, so when I eat it, the grease will lubricate my throat. I'm anxiously waiting for Lucy's Greasy Strangler review. Also, have you seen the gay rom-com bros? It's my favorite. Carl, there's that for your Wheel of Consequence.
Yeah, The Greasy Strangler is a fun movie. That's the one where they say bullshit all the time, right?
Yeah, I
used
think
to have
the
it on my
review is
board.
out, so...
Oh, I used to have that on my board,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, that's a weird one. You seen that movie, Adam?
I have, and I know Kaylee's been doing some stuff on it.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's memorable.
It is memorable. That's true. General Ocean Wolf. Now, this came in yesterday, so I'm not sure why, but General Ocean Wolf wanted to let us know TWO for life.
Tuki World Order. TWO.
And then he sent it in again because I guess he thought I didn't see it, but I did. I got both of them. Thank you. Thank you very much for the $10. It's going to help me out a lot. We definitely could use the funds around here. General GK coming in. Spy report. Ray DeVito caught giving money to Darkside Phil. Check your Discord DMs for proof, Lady K. That can't be real.
There's a lot of things wrong with that.
Ray DeVito doesn't have money.
Yeah, that's number one.
I will check my DMs for that, General GK. Thank you for that spy report. We should steal Tuki's spy report drop that he stole from Ron and
I
Fez.
think I actually have it.
Do you?
Spy report.
Nope.
Hey.
There you go. We got it.
Did you get that?
See how fast I am?
That's why I don't do 2 shows a night. I won't do it. Won't do it.
All right.
Is this it?
Cock sucker.
Whoops.
That's it.
It's close.
Yep. What is that label? Just Tukey? You don't know what it says. Close enough. All right. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. I feel like we should proceed. It's not a beer. It's an iced tea. RJJ.
He's back, baby. He's back.
Oh, Stuttering John is back. Ugh.
I told them in the strongest of words to just do it.
You see, this is a we just do it kind of show.
There's so many people that do the garbage. It's the easiest thing to do in the world. I know.
Episode
649.
Are you a boner guy?
Oh, I was a boner guy.
You know what? I miss penis.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Is it going to be absolutely riveting? Is it going to change your life by any stretch? Probably not, but it's going to be at least entertaining, okay?
By the way, for those people that are in the back, remember to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
I've been dying to say that.
Cuz-a-roo.
Slap-a-rooney.
It's showtime.
WATP.
WATP.
Hello, Rubber Dicks and Cuzzaroos. Welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts, the only show that just can't talk about it right now. I'm your host, Carl, the $600,000 man, of course, with me every Wednesday. You know him from NCIS, Empire, CSI, Grey's Anatomy, and Jake Hudson. It's Adam Bush.
What a list. Where did I go wrong?
Welcome to the show, buddy. Producer Chris is here as well.
Hey.
Please go to whoarethese.com to get our email address, voicemail number, link to the subreddit, link to our Discord server, link to our merchandise, link to our YouTube channel, link to our Patreon and Supercast featuring 2 exclusive bonus episodes. Every month we have a bonus episode out right now from this month, Living in the Past with Stuttering John, part 14. And we'll be recording another bonus episode. I'm doing another crossover with Blind Mike, getting into Julia Fox's book, amongst other things. Always a good hang with Blind Mike. There's actually Julia Fox news that we'll be covering on Who Are These Socials tomorrow.
Oh, the teaser.
Well, there's a little teaser for everybody.
The teaser.
Anyway, we're going to be live. Villa Roma Resort, Friday, September 5th. And you can get your tickets at WATPlive.com. Come see us in person. We'll be hanging out all weekend. You can also hang out with us all weekend. Get a room.
Get a room.
Get a room. Or not. Or just come down, watch the show, and leave afterwards. Either way, WTPlive.com is where you can go to get your tickets for that. And we're looking forward to it. Also, we encourage our listeners, give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and then shit all over us in the comment section. Today, we'll be talking about Stuttering John's massive bomb at the Comedy Club in Fort Myers this past weekend. Sean from Potentially Criminal goes over the S.J. Lowell suit. Aaron Imholte doesn't mind debasing himself in order to hit that goal. There's a wild ride on Opie's stream with insider information on Howard Stern's contract, as well as Ron the Waiter revealing incredibly personal things. Also, the return of To Poke a Dabbler with Cardiff Electric is coming up. And another round of Is It Gay with review girl Megan. But first, Brendan Schaub learned a very important life lesson this week, and he tells us all about it on The Fighter and the Kid.
You going through a tough time? And I was like, I just moved to Austin, man. Yeah, I'm trying to find my way. I'm heartbroken about LA.
It's Papa in Texas. I miss LA.
All right, so The Fighter and the Kid, hosted by Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub. It's been a show for 15 years, and they're still going for some reason. No one can figure out why. This episode that I was checking out from 6 days ago has 44,000 views. It's crazy. It's crazy that they're still doing this thing. And then they pretend it's like everyone's listening to the audio version of it. Yeah, of course. sure that's what's happening. And so Brendan comes on the show and he's wearing ridiculous pants. Because anyone who doesn't have a personality has to wear ridiculous clothes. Never mind the photo of me in the New York Post. Let's forget about that. But people without a personality have to wear ridiculous clothes in order to mask that they have no personality. And so Brian comments on them, of course. And that turns into a series of jokes that I think everyone's going to have a great time with. A gay time with, I'll say.
What's going on?
Episode number 2 of the week. What's going on?
Talk to you about those pants for a second. Now, those are duck hunting pants, right? Are those actual First Light pants?
These are cock hunting pants.
Okay. But they're duck hunting pants.
I sit in the bush and look for cock.
Yeah, you can. So you camouflage yourself. You see a dick run by and you jump it.
Only black deers.
Really?
Only black deers.
Okay.
Big because of the biggest.
Black stag.
Black stags.
There you go.
Stallions.
Stallions.
What is going on? Oh,
Get some more dick jokes in there, or was that enough? We got enough of those. What's going on? The energy level and the jokes is just like, this is not a show, guys.
I don't think they like each other.
It doesn't appear they do.
This
or at
is
least
the
I don't
shot.
think Brian likes Brendan.
Yeah, this is the shot of the couple right before they go into counseling, when they're just in the waiting room together making small talk.
Right. So apparently, I guess the premise is, if you put on gay pants, it will make you crave cock. Is that true?
I don't have any gay pants.
That'd be a funny movie premise, though. Right?
Right.
The traveling gay pants, or the Brotherhood of the traveling gay pants. People put on these pants and all of a sudden they're gay. But only when they're wearing the pants. Oh, so that's the funny part. So then they're gay and they hook up with a dude, they take the pants off, like, what the fuck? What am I doing?
I feel like somewhere Skinny Chad is looking at the screen screaming, I tried! Nobody listened to me!
That's true. I do.
We're all thinking
I
it.
do have gay pants. I didn't turn gay, so I guess I know the answer to that. Although the internet would disagree with almost everything I just said. So it was the first day of school for the kiddos, and of course they moved to a new city. They're in Austin now.
Oh.
And so the kiddos are in a new school, and Brendan drops them off. You got Boston. He's 5 or 6 years old. And then Tiger, I believe, is 9. And so this is the story of Brendan dropping the kids off at school. I get the sense that these guys aren't friends. And they're literally just getting caught up on each other's lives on the show. Like, this should be the conversation you have in the break room, not necessarily when you start the show off.
Yeah. And
I dropped them off. I thought it was gonna be like the hard for him, buddy, because they already have friends there. Because we moved in the summer, so they made all their friends. All their boys are there.
So he knows everybody.
Oh, Bossy was like, "See ya."
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll take you from here.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, no, I'll walk you." And he goes, "No, I got it." I'm like, "Oh, hell no." And I'm like, "All right." So we dropped Bossy off first, then T's going. I'm like, "T, I'm like explaining to him, like, you just gotta, sports are the equalizer. So at recess, show off, buddy." And he goes, "Yeah, I got it." And I was like, "Well, yeah, but I'll walk you to class just so we can see your desk." Because I'm good.
I'm good, dude. Yeah, I don't need you next to me.
I'm good.
That's right.
Dude, heartbreak. I felt like crying.
I know.
I went, "Oh yeah, no, I get it. Dad's not cool."
Hate to break it to you, Brendan. You were never cool.
He really does think, like, I'm a celebrity. Don't you want me walking you to class so that all the kids see that your dad's a celebrity? And they're like, please don't. And I get it when you're 9, but the 5-year-old is embarrassed by his dad?
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Brendan's special in that way.
That's weird, right? Do these kids know that he's an embarrassment, that everyone mocks him on the internet endlessly at that age? Do they know that?
I think they're aware that they're going to have to start supporting the family real soon.
It's
At least the 9-year-old is.
It's kind of a crazy story, and you can tell that Brendan was taken aback by this. And he even explains that they should be really proud that he's their dad.
I want to be like, "Hey, hold on. Coolest dad here, though, right? Out of these dads, yeah, I'm cool. Come on.
You with your gold hair.
I drove the Hummer
Get
too.
out of here.
I drove the Hummer
nerd.
for you.
Beat it,
I brought the Hummer
nerd.
first day of school.
Nope.
Your dad pulls up in the Hummer.
I think I know what's going on here. Because he wants to be the coolest guy, and he wants all the kids to be like, whoa, holy shit, your dad's Brendan Schaub? So he drives the Hummer, and he's going in, like, ready to go. He wants it too bad. And the kids pick up on that. They're like, nah, Dad.
First of all, the pants, Dad.
You had to wear the duck pants. God damn it.
There's a phrase called cool mom.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks. I mean, he's trying to define himself. Every time his career, they're talking about his career and it goes nowhere, he starts, well, I have my son, Tiger's doing well. He got a baseball bat. He's defining himself as something. And whatever he decides he's going to be has to be the coolest one on the block. So now that he's focusing on Austin was for my kids, that's the new story. He has to be super dad, and this kid is fucking it up for him.
Right. Can I just walk you to your desk? Definitely not.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
This isn't about you, son. This is about me. I need this.
Well,
Jeez.
so then I guess they have coffee out for the parents who are dropping kids off, which again is weird, but whatever. I don't live in this world. But this is interesting.
Son,
but then they have coffee for all the parents there. So I'm just mingling with all the new parents. All that. So
Sure.
My morning was mingling.
You mingled a little
with the newbies. Yeah, that's it.
Cool people.
Yeah, everyone's super nice.
It's nice.
Everyone's super nice.
Yeah, why would they be a dick? That'd be a weird time to be an asshole, wouldn't it? But I also, when I'm watching this, I'm thinking like, when you're in school as a kid, it's great because you make friends easily.
Sure.
You see the same kids every day. You have common interests. Oh, you're into Transformers. I fucking love Transformers. Oh, we should hang out after school.
Oh, you have to be here too? Yeah, me. Yeah.
But adults don't go to school to make friends. Like
No.
all of a sudden, Brendan is just like, yes, and now I got a bunch of new friends because I hung out and had coffee with them after dropping my kids off on the first day of school.
He likes a captive audience.
He does. He seems like a lonely guy. I think he's been pretty lonely since he moved to Austin. He's not even hanging out at the comedy club with his buddy Joe Rogan.
Aw.
I know.
He's burying the phrase that pays, which is what he doesn't want to say, which is, I'm now in the PTA, and that's my life.
Oh.
There is a social group for what you're talking about. You just don't want to say
Yes.
that phrase, PTA, because you know what that sounds like. But that's what you're doing, and it's very noble. Embrace it.
Yeah, seriously, if that's what he's doing, that's a good thing to do. So then Brian's talking about his 14-year-old son who he had with his ex. And as he's talking about this kid, who he's very proud of course, he's a proud father as well. But his kid isn't a star athlete like 9-year-old Tiger is. And so Brendan's constantly just like, yeah, but he doesn't play sports though, right? And so Brian's just like, right, I mean, he doesn't. And you could tell that like Brian has to explain, like, I get it, your kid's cooler than my kid.
My son is tall, good looking, and he's funny. But
So
he's
be
not,
all
and
right.
he's coordinated. He's not like unathletic, but he's
Yeah, but
coordinated.
sports aren't his thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's not like some big baseball player. But the kids,
You pick up on that? Yeah. He's not a big baseball player. Like Tiger is going to be the next all-star of the league.
And Brendan's body language really pisses me off there. He's like, oh, we have to listen about your life now.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, you have kids too, so now you got to chime in with this? Gives a shit.
You make me look at pictures? Great.
Right. All right, so then they get off on this other conversation about financial literacy and how no one teaches it, no one understands it, no one grasps the concept. And you guys are going to have to check me if I'm being a dick here, because Brendan learned something from his finance guy in Austin that I think he should probably know.
Like even with my guy out here, he's like, hey, if instead of paying your mortgage once a month, if you break it up to bi-weekly, you pay your house off in 6 years earlier. So instead of 30 years, it's
little
24.
things like that.
And I went, what?
little details.
And I thought, and I came out to my wife, I'm like, why don't they discuss that?
Because the bank makes more money.
I
They
know.
don't want you to know that.
I know.
So Brendan just learned that if you pay more towards a loan that you have, you pay it off quicker. He didn't know that. Why doesn't anyone ever tell me if I just paid more money towards this loan, that it would be gone sooner?
Because they want more money, you idiot.
I mean, how stupid is that? But even the way he says it is not the way I said it.
No.
It's if you pay it twice a month, why are you paying it twice a month? I guess, if you're waiting for a paycheck or something, but I always pay more towards the principal on my loans because I can, and for that exact reason, so that I'm not paying as much interest in the long run and we can get it paid off sooner. Am I the only one who does this? Am I the only one who knows
That
about
kind
this?
of Jew magic might fly in Rochester, but that's not how they do it there in Austin, okay? So you keep that to yourself.
Is that crazy? Like, Brendan's just like, did you know that you could actually just pay more money than you owe? Like,
No, we pay under and we
month?
owe interest. It's the American way.
yeah, right. I want a late fee. I want,
God damn it, it's my right.
What the fuck's he talking
I
about?
want warnings.
Well, then it gets even dumber as he talks about this thing that he learned.
Like, all right, let's pay off the house, have no mortgage. And then you talk to somebody like, you don't want to do that.
Right.
I'm like, why? Like, no, whatever, whether it's a car loan, whatever it is that has high interest rate, you want to pay that off. You don't want to pay off the one that's the lowest interest rate.
Because then your money's sitting in bricks and mortar when it can be out there working.
Exactly.
At a higher interest
But
rate.
yeah, no one, it's just, I'm learning it now at fucking 42.
I know. At least you're learning it.
Which I'll be able to pass down to my kids. And like, my dad knows a lot of this shit, but he never.
Yeah, you probably thought it was a lost cause. If it took you until you were 42 to learn that you could pay off a loan quicker if you gave them more money more often, your dad's probably just like, all right, I'm not going to be able to help this guy with this.
I think this whole thing is a bit. I think before they start recording, Brendan's like, I'm going to say the dumbest shit, and you have to try and yes and with me.
No, you're giving him way too much credit because I watched this unfold organically. You're giving him way too much credit because Brian was the one talking about financial literacy, and then Brian's like, oh, dude, I got some stuff on that. Guess what I learned?
Check this out.
You should pay off high interest loans before your low interest loans. Wow. They don't teach that shit in school. I guess not, but common sense will go a long way with that kind of thing, I would think. Am I being a dick, Adam? Go ahead. You're the one who put me in check around here.
Not about this. No, not about this.
Good answer. Gotcha. Good answer. All right, so then crypto talk comes in. So we're going to talk financial literacy. We got to talk crypto.
Yeah, but it's like crypto, I think in like 20 years, people are like, dude, how the fuck did you not get involved with crypto? And I know I should get into it. I just don't. And, I'm a pretty smart guy. And
Bitcoin.
Crypto. But
but not all crypto.
Hear me out here.
Yeah.
Again, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Neither do I when it comes to this. There's certain things about Bitcoin's good things. I know a little bit about it.
Yeah, I've had some conversations, though.
This is great. I've never heard a sentence like that. Hear me out. You don't know anything about this, and neither do I. Why are you talking then? If you just admitted you don't know anything about it.
I think I just heard you out.
Right, that's enough. We get it. Also, I can't with this fucking guy. In 20 years, I'm going to be kicking myself I didn't purchase crypto. Crypto is one of these investments that just goes like this. It just fluctuates up and down like nuts. No one's just sitting there going, it's a long-term investment, that crypto. In 20 years, that's when Bitcoin's really going to pay off. I mean, it probably will, but also if you bought it a year ago, you fucking pay it off. So I don't know what his point is. He sounds really stupid. But let's hear him out.
He sounds really stupid because he's correcting this guy on the difference between crypto and Bitcoin, which he doesn't know and does not want to learn actively.
Yeah. And so I love that he shut down that conversation. I've heard Blind Mike point this out. Like, Brendan thinks that this is his show and Brian's his sidekick. He feels like he's the guy who should be doing the talking, which is wild. But now let's hear him out because he just said, no. I don't want you talking about this. I know. I'm going to tell you about it.
It's like if you don't get involved in it and like at least spend some time learning about it, in 20 years, you're going to be kicking yourself. And I know this, and I know Bitcoin and crypto, but even like we get out of here, I'm like, I got shit to do.
So he's like, I got this. And then he repeated the same thing you just said.
Yeah.
I should learn about crypto. In 20 years, I'll be kicking myself if I don't know about crypto.
I'm
But I
pretty
don't learn
sure
about it.
Brian's about to say, I have some. I've bought some. I've been through the process. Let me tell you a thing or two.
Wow. It's funny that you say that because that's exactly what's about to happen.
You can tell. It's crazy.
Yep. You can tell that Brian's just like, well, hold on a second. I think I know a thing or two about Bitcoin. So, let's find out what he knows.
Well, I would say this, like I'm in Bitcoin a little bit. Okay. But like, as far as like, here's the only thing I say about Bitcoin, because I've talked to the big boys and all of them go, most of Bitcoin, most of crypto's trash. The thing about Bitcoin is this, there's a finite amount of it. There's a culture that there's already an economy that underpins it. It might be a dark economy, but there's an economy, people use it. And number three, there's also a philosophy around it that's never going to die, which is there's an anarchy to it. There's a rebellion to it. There are people out there. Well, the fourth thing's going for it. But there are people out there that are like, I do crypto on principle because it's my way of saying fuck you, man. Yeah. That's not going away. Yeah. And then there's a fourth reason I think crypto, especially Bitcoin, does well. It's because people like to gamble.
Yeah. All right. So there's those things. But hold on a second. Also, if I learned about it now in 20 years, I'll be happy that I did that. I loved that. But I was like, no. I talked to people. I've invested in Bitcoin. Here's why I think it's a good investment and gives 4 reasons.
Let's take it even farther. Brian just said, nobody teaches you this stuff. How come they don't teach you in school? He's teaching you right now and you're not listening to him.
Right. Yeah, ask experts if you want to learn. They'll tell you. You guys
And
both
he's not
have
even being a
access
dick.
to
Brian's
people.
like, I had some conversations. I've
Yeah.
got a little bit. Let me tell you what I know. No. I'd rather just make faces and flash around in my pants.
But your kid's not into sports.
You win every
Yeah,
time.
but can your kid hit a home run? No, he can. All right, fine. You got me there. So then they're talking about black guys who talk different to other black guys than they do to white guys. They actually play a pretty funny video of Obama congratulating a basketball team. And all the white guys, he goes up, just shakes their hands. And the black guys, he's like fucking, grabbing him like this and doing the bro hug and everything. It's kind of funny. And so Brendan then admits something that I think is quite telling, and maybe the reason why I find him so obnoxious.
Yeah, half my lingo comes from Brian and Dalia.
Just what, I was older. I came in,
but-
and my lingo comes from New York.
Yeah.
My buddy Jimmy Burke and those guys. You pick up shit.
And I'll see myself, like, I'll see clips. I'll be making certain points. I'm like, I sound fucking like Dalia, man.
But,
It's just what you're influenced.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, stealing from Dalia. I'm like, no, he's one of
Yeah.
my best friends.
That's not good. Chris D'Elia talks like a child. That's the last guy you want rubbing off on you,
And
the way
yet
you communicate.
It definitely has, now that I think about it.
Yes. It makes nothing but sense.
And the fact that Chris D'Elia might be famous doesn't change the fact that you have no personality and are just stealing other people's, whether they're
No. He's just saying
celebrities
that
or
he's just one of his best friends.
Oh, okay. That's cool then. Steal whatever you like. Continue to not exist.
All right, so this is wild. This is he had an epiphany. Brendan learned something. He's 42 years old, and he finally just learned that it's okay to admit you don't know stuff. You don't have to be a know-it-all. You don't have to act like you know everything that's going on with everything. And he learned it the hard way. He's going to tell the story about how he learned this lesson.
As I find I'm getting older, I find like it's okay to be like, I don't know.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
How about that? It's refreshing.
Oh, dude, because I was at this meeting with this big car company, and I have these headers from my F350. I've never used this brand. I'm familiar with them. I've never heard anyone say it, and I thought I thought the name was Kooks. I thought it was Kooks.
Sure.
Kooks. I thought it was Kooks.
See Kooks?
You right? So, but I've never been around someone that said it or anything like that. I'm at a meeting. These guys are the car guys, by the way. They know all this shit. And they go, what kind of headers are there? I go, oh, I have the Kooks for the 7.3 back there. And he goes, I can see it on their face. They go, and they're like Texas boys. They go, what do you have? I go, the Kooks headers. And he goes, Cooks. And I went, it's pronounced Cooks. He goes, yeah. I went, dude, I was embarrassed. I went, that's the first time I've ever had someone explain it to me.
So he was embarrassed in front of a room full of people that he
The
looks
big
up
car
to.
guys.
Yeah, because he wants to be a big car guy. He wants to know all the lingo and talk like a car guy and be the gearhead. And so he's there in front of all these guys he's trying to impress. He pronounces it wrong. And that's when he learned that you don't have to pretend you know everything. You can admit you don't know things. It took humiliation. Humiliation really does go a long way in this world.
It does.
Now that I think about it.
Those
I
lessons
just
stick
fear
with
he
you.
hasn't learned his lesson because he's explaining this self-effacing story in a way that makes him look, in his mind, so cool. Like he's being wined and dined by these big exec car people, and he's, investigating things he just found out about. Like, that's not a story of you learning something. It's just an embarrassing story of you being stupid and having learned nothing in the long run.
Well, yeah, because he didn't go on to admit that he's bad at stand-up, and that's why he quit.
There you go.
He didn't admit that he didn't move to Austin for the kids. There's a lot of things that this guy doesn't admit. He doesn't admit that about his lawsuit that he has with Unique, and now he's still dragging that out. There's a lot of things that he doesn't talk about.
He interrupted a person trying to explain something to him to tell him this story.
How funny is that when he's just like, let me tell you about Bitcoin. Yeah. It's okay to admit you just don't know any shit about Bitcoin.
No, I know less than you. Let me explain that to you. Let me take control of this with my lack of knowledge.
I love that you called that, too. You saw that one coming. So then he gives an example of, when it's okay to admit you don't know something. But it's a weird example.
Or even when someone asks me about a fight, like there's some fighters on their card I've never heard of. And even I'll be on the companion and Eddie'd be like, Dan, you guys know those two? And I can tell me and Rogan really don't. And I went, yeah, but I should have went, Eddie, I don't know those guys. It's okay, dude. Like, it's so much better to be like, I actually don't, dude.
That's the craziest example. He's like, it's okay to admit when you're wrong. And then he gives an example of when he totally lied and pretended he knew something he didn't know.
Yeah.
To be cool and have the clout.
That's a different thing.
Is that bizarre?
That's called lying.
Yeah, well, right. Yes, I know. Is that bizarre, though? He's just like, guys, I learned this lesson that you should admit when you don't know stuff. But I didn't learn it on Rogan's show when I was doing the Fighter Companion.
But he's flexing the entire time.
It's so bizarre.
He's flexing and he doesn't seem to really understand the definition of I don't know. Like, he keeps talking about names he just didn't have, not what we're talking about. Concepts like crypto, like other forms of currency, like big things, not just names and dates. Like, people forget those. That's not a sign of intelligence. The way you're handling this is a sign of low intelligence.
It is, especially because dumb people think everyone else is dumb. This is something I've learned from podcasting. And the way he's like explaining this to Brian, as if Brian's just like, yeah, man, I fucking live in this world. I know, I understand.
Yeah,
this.
I deal with you all the time.
Yeah, I completely understand this concept. But poor Brendan Schaub, because it's hard to admit you don't know everything when everyone's blowing smoke up your ass and telling you how, no, you definitely know everything about everything.
Even like when I did the Jackson podcast, like Rampage Apps, like, how do you know all this shit, man? He's like, it's mind blowing. Like, you know everything. I went, I don't. Maybe it seems that way. I go, I really don't.
See what I mean, Adam? You know, it's hard to admit you don't know stuff when everyone's telling you, no, you do. You know everything there is to know. And you're like, man, I know why you think that. It seems that way, but it's just not the case.
It takes a lot of effort to be this humble. A lot of effort.
Yes. Honestly, I got some blind spots. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. All right, so I have one more clip. It's a longer clip, but this is from a different episode. And this is fantastic. You know how there's feds now in D.C., law enforcement. They're trying to crack down on the crime that's going on in D.C. And Brian Callen's telling that story and explaining what's going on. And Brendan is a bit distracted. He's not really paying attention.
I lived in D.C. when it was the murder capital of the world. And when they talk about D.C.'s crime wave is lowest it's been in 30 years. 30 years ago, you dummies, it was the murder capital of the world. Okay? So I will tell you this. When you go to D.C.
So they had the shot just on Brian, and then Chin, the producer, switches out to the wide angle. So you see both guys. And there's Brendan just staring into his phone and probably typing, it looks like. Probably shooting a text off to someone.
So I will tell you this. When you go to D.C., they lock up the toothpaste in the Walgreens.
And now Brian just realized that his co-host is not paying any attention to this conversation or what they're doing.
I'm listening. No, I just got breaking news.
What?
No, keep going. I got breaking news. No, it's the toothpaste in D.C., dude. No, I'm listening.
Breaking news.
Jesus, that is such a move right there. He just heard the words. He just like, no, the toothpaste in D.C., man. I'm obviously paying attention. Has nothing to do with anything.
What a child.
What a child. And Brian looks so just like, dude, we do a show together for an hour. Can you fucking just tune in for an hour with me, please?
He was wondering to himself, wow, he hasn't said anything in a while. Oh, I get it.
Oh, okay. He's just texting. All right.
No, I'm listening.
Breaking news.
I had the mayor from D.C. text me.
I love that Brian called you out on this. This is perfect.
Hey, bro.
I'm sorry, man. It's a late pod. I got shit going on with the family.
Take it easy, Jack.
Keep going.
Take it easy, Jack.
Keep going.
Holy shit.
Look at how embarrassed Brendan is right here. He got busted hard. And even Chin, just like, dude, I'm glad you called him out for that. Because Chin's back there watching this going on and going, I'm not helping you, motherfucker. I'm going wide angle right now to show that you're not paying attention.
I mean,
In the middle of the story.
What the fuck is going on over there?
I thought Jim was on a single shot, you know?
Oh, man. I guess he should be. But,
the truth slips out there, doesn't it? Whoops. I thought I'd get away with it.
Keep going.
I get it. But it's like, DC's a shithole right now.
He looks so red. He looks so embarrassed. He got busted.
it really shows you what we were talking about before. He doesn't know if he's supposed to be the family man here in Austin or the comic. He doesn't know if he's supposed to tell his family, I'm working, I'll call you back. Or if he's supposed to tell his colleagues, hey, I got to take care of my family right now. So he's making all of them miserable while dressing exactly like someone from L.A. would dress when they're not in L.A. Like, it's crazy how he stands out and does not look like someone from Austin.
But he dyed his hair blonde.
It's not helping.
Oh, that's not helping?
Nope.
That's not what they do in Texas?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they do, but it's not that.
It's not probably not that, I would imagine. All right, I got Stuttering John stand-up coming up. And there's some really... Like, it's his act. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to play those jokes. We've heard them. But the crowd interaction is wild in this one.
I saw a little on Drew.
I did a little with Drew yesterday. We did a little on PDP.
But you said you were saving something
I was
today.
saving some stuff
I'm very excited
for
about
us.
this.
Yep. We also have potentially criminal Sean, his take on Stuttering John's lol suit. We have some Steeltoe stuff that I want to get into. Slam Piece. This is interesting. So Steeltoe's girlfriend, Slam Piece.
Yes.
I think she's gone. But I don't know. Aaron says she's not. And Aaron wouldn't lie about whether there's a girl in his life or not.
Anything. He wouldn't lie.
He's never done that before. He's never lied about the relationships and what's going on. If April's upstairs making candied bacon or not. And then our Opie segment today is wild. It's a wild ride.
It is.
Adam, I don't know how Adam watched an hour and a half long stream, but there are some gems that he pulled out. I'm excited.
A little bit of everything. It's insane.
It is, yes. We got the return of Tapoka Dabbler. We have Is It Gay with review girl Megan. So definitely hang in for that. But first, as you guys know, there is a thing that I have that costs lots of money. So we do appreciate supporting the show. Supertip.gg/WATP. And Pete D coming in with $20. Thank you very much, Pete D. So much appreciated. Couldn't do the show without people like you. Stewie Felt coming in. I can see Brendan's kid's autobiography now. My Dumb Dad, the Tiger Schaub story. We'll work on the title. It could be more clever than that. Neelax. The fact that Schaub misses L.A. proves he is stupid. L.A. is the biggest shithole on earth. Only a true idiot would miss living there. Adam, comment?
Well, there's no elevators here, so it's tough to get around.
I do agree with everything that Neelax is saying there, but I don't live in LA, so I wouldn't know. I did hear this, and I clarified it with Johnny, the audio engineer. But Dick Masterson talks about ever since the ICE has been cracking down on illegals, the traffic is freed up. Is that true, Adam? Is it easier to get around?
I have not noticed that, but
Okay.
I know where Dick lives, and he might notice it first.
Interesting. Okay, good point. Nancram. Shocked that Adam went with the Vince Champ. There's an innocent in every stop. There's an incident in every stop of everyone's tour. Defense for Garth. Yeah, man. Sounds like you're sweeping for Garth Brooks.
You can't put me at any of those locations at any of those times. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm a fan of the band, first and foremost.
What was that? There was a comic. We talked about him on the Creep Off that was a serial rapist. And they found out about... No, okay, there's that. But please don't sue me, Chris D'Elia. These are jokes that we're making on this show. No, there's a comic who's a serial rapist, and the way they figured it out is that there were rape victims, and they tied together his tour dates with all of these various incidents, and then finally figured out, like, oh, this is our guy. So it's a similar thing with Garth Brooks, I guess is the point I'm making. Anonymous. Unless your kid is going to do holes in one in golf greens and women's sand pits when he grows up, you shouldn't name your kid Tiger. It's an odd choice. I agree with that. Rygod.
Hey, Adam, it's me, Mr. StutJo Girl. SP is gone, but I got a new SP. Toe never goes a day single. Cope and see that. Did you ever hit Sarah Michelle? No, but Toe would.
You should focus on Sarah Jessica Parker so you can keep the SP monogram on all your towels and not have to worry.
That's not a great strategy. You get new towels.
Yeah, you're right.
I would get new towels. Spencer coming in. To be a fly on the wall in a Brendan PTA meeting.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
He's going to have lots of ideas. Lots of big ideas.
Oh, yeah. So I was thinking, like, maybe our baseball team could practice more. And maybe they don't have to go to so many classes. They could just be out of the baseball diamond practicing. Yeah, no, we heard that already from you. We're not doing that. Nancram coming in again. Meanwhile, I'm nerdily excited to be driving back to Nancram headquarters from Boston, sailing by Rochester while you're live. Where can a broad get a garbage plate? They're vegetarian, right? They are not. Well, let me think. Is there a vegetarian version of a garbage plate? There has to be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've never had a vegetarian version.
Beer can chicken's vegetarian, though, right?
No, it's actually not. That's why John's vegetarian daughter did not like that for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I would always recommend Blue Wolf for a garbage plate, but it's a burger place. So if you're a vegetarian, you probably don't want to go to Blue Wolf.
Dogtown.
Dogtown is also great. Yeah, that's a good call. But also, it's not a place for vegetarians.
No, they do have vegetarian stuff.
But for plates, what's the protein? What do they put on it? It's a big pile of soy.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Silence Duke.
That's what it's called.
Silence Duke coming in. If you pay your mortgage bi-weekly, it'll work out. You pay 1 month extra by the end of the year. Someone told him that, but he's retarded. So if you pay your mortgage bi-weekly, it'll work out. You pay 1 month extra by the end of the year. What? All right.
That hurts my brain.
I don't understand what's going on. How is that possible? Stewie Felt coming in. I only take financial advice from guys with CTE, frosted tips, and are victims of multiple money scams.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. He got ripped off real hard in that advertising scandal that hit a lot of big podcasters. Steven coming in.
Okay, Carl, I'll drop the lawsuit. Just give me $10,000 and 3 cases of Miller Lite.
5,004 cases of Miller Lite.
2,000. 4.5 cases of Miller Lite and a pack of smokes. And Lisa Boswell's phone number.
But John, Lisa died months ago.
Fine, then Lisa Boswell's plot number. I'm not a picky guy, Carl.
That's fucking brilliant.
He stinks.
That's a brilliant negotiation right there. I can see that happening. Sean with $5. Thank you very much, Sean. He's always hanging around these parts. Trey Peacock fan.
Sorry, Kevin. I can't hurt Carl. Keep your $3,000.
That's okay. Aaron put me in touch with a desperate homeless street fighter from St. Cloud who will do it for $50.
Oh shit! Yeah. That fucking guy from the boxing gym is gonna punch me out at Villaroma. Well, you're gonna want to get your tickets for that. WTPLive.com. Anyone who wants to see me get punched in the face, I got to imagine that's close to 100% of this audience.
If you're homeless, he'll trade you free.
Stewie Felt. The perfect job for a serial killer. Sailor. Travels the world, no passport. Only in port a couple of days at a time. That's better than being a country music star? Is that what you're saying? I can see that. If you're just joining us, we were talking about a book that came out that opines Garth Brooks is the biggest serial killer in the history of the United States.
More like Carl Hamburger. Am I right? Fuck, Jeff died. Marin World Order. Zach Hoffman coming in. The 649 is the area code for the island Turks and Caicos. Tom Brady touchdown passes. Record is 649 TDs. And yes, Carl, John's a fucking faggot.
Yes, this is episode 649 to celebrate Tom Brady's many fantastic touchdown passes. He can go fuck himself.
I got many of those words correct.
You
for
did.
the record.
It was pretty
Rocker B 2002. Schaub looks like a Sugar Ray fan who plays Fly nonstop in his car. He does.
That should be the stinger for that for the segment.
Colonel Clink coming in. Adam was an Empire. Was he the white guy? I don't see color like you do, so I don't know. You just have
He was the Jew. he owned the label.
Actually, you'll love this. I was the gay boyfriend of Jussie Smollett.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What does his dick taste like?
We didn't go that far.
Oh, you're not a method actor? All right. Well, I was giving you too much credit, I guess.
James Q. Legend, he would make them pray with them before the rape. All right. Michael C. Lawsuit is John's second mistake. The first is night.
Too soon.
Chris Onion coming in. AB said copper pot in a weird way last week. Was that a reference to Christian Slater and John Woo's masterpiece Broken Arrow? No, it was a reference to Chester Copperpot from Goonies.
Yeah, duh.
Well, I'm glad that we have this interaction with the audience, that we can clear these things up.
You dumb fuck.
That was bugging me too. So that's good. All right, let's talk about guys. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. Let's talk about Stuttering John's stand-up performance this past Saturday night in Fort Myers, Florida.
Bloody ass. Can I get a little sympathy? Because I got a bloody ass. I'm bleeding generously. Because I got a bloody ass.
John gets introduced up onto the stage as the headliner of this performance, and we're off to a really bad start because he does not know how to start a comedy show.
Here comes John.
Skull! Come on now, let's get down and party.
That's so embarrassing.
Give it up for Chris Kamen. Did he do a great job? I thought he did a great job.
Wow. He's not the MC.
No, he sounds like he's hosting like some kind of
convention.
Let's get down to party. You guys ready to have some fun tonight? It's just like, yeah, no, I'm ready. We've been sitting here for a while, actually. Go ahead and start telling jokes.
Yeah, tell
buddy,
some
man.
fucking jokes.
I've never seen anything like that. Like no reaction at all from the crowd. Just nothing.
He should try doing something funny.
Yeah, he should.
That's what they're expecting, and they're surprised they're not getting it. Instead, they're getting this kind of like bar mitzvah DJ or hyping up the crowd at halftime.
But you know what it is? In John's mind, everyone there is a Howard Stern fan.
Right.
So he thinks he's bringing in the energy of the Howard Stern shows, because I've seen Artie do stand-up. I know what that's like. Yeah. Fucking Stern fans are crazy. They see Artie come out, and he's just like, and everyone's like, fucking great. John has no Artie leg, and he hasn't been on the Stern show in 25 years.
And even if you did listen to the Stern show, you don't know what the fuck skull means.
I was just going to say, that wasn't a Stern thing.
Nope. It was not. That's a podcasting thing.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before. John yells skull throughout his stand-up show, and he trains the audience to yell skull back because that gives him a chance to get a little sip of his beer. Because there aren't any laugh breaks for him to get a sip of his beer. Most comics have that boom, zinger, and then they go, all right, get a little sip of my beer over here.
Plenty of time.
Watch Ron White from 15 years ago. That's a guy who's a fucking pro. He knows how to hit him hard, get a nice sip of your scotch, and get right back to it. John has to yell skull in order to buy himself time.
Hey, look over there.
Well, it's funny you say that, because in this next clip, he introduces someone who's in the back of the room, and it's someone who's very familiar to us. It's Jen Stacy from Gulf Coast News, the anchor. Now, remember, John was on Gulf Coast News to promote this gig, but he was also on there to promote a gig down in Naples from a few months ago. So he keeps getting on to this show, and he even said that his last appearance, we put on the clip on here, where he goes, yeah, and you came out. And she's like, yeah, I did. He got her to fucking come out again. But there's something he says here that's crazy. Now, give it up for Jen Stacy. I don't know if no one knows who she is, because maybe she's not in this market, or if they just don't give a shit because it's like morning TV news.
Yeah, they may have never seen her before.
They may not know who the fuck she is, because I don't know any of the news anchors on morning news in my city. No. It's not what I'm doing. I'm not
No,
watching
but
that.
if they said Jen Stacy from the local morning news and said whatever the letters were, everyone would applaud.
Yeah,
he doesn't give her that respect. He's just like, Jen.
Let's see. Here we go.
Give it up to Jen Stacy in the back from Gulf Coast News. She was the one that had me on our show and introduced me to her husband, Chris, and that's how this all happened. But anyway, I'm happy to see a lot of friends here.
What confidence.
Introduced me to her husband, Chris, and that's how this all happened. Yeah. Is he the booker? Does he own the comedy club?
No, he gets lost. He was just mourning that he didn't fuck her. That's what happened. We were watching that play out.
So I did a little research into this relationship between Jen Stacy and Chris.
Interesting.
Chris is a black man.
Oh.
And I think that plays
Triggers.
into it too. It triggers John because his ex married a black man, and he does not like that.
Oh, he means that's how all of this happened. Another.
All of this.
That's how all my depression happened. The fact that I'm destitute now and lonely.
These tits that need a bra.
All right. Remember, according to Aaron Imholte, we can't make fun of Stuttering John anymore because of the pending lawsuit. Guy really understands how life works. So John immediately just starts calling people out in the audience. That's a good way to get warmed up, right? Just start making fun of people.
You know, I'm seeing some very ugly people, but no, I'm only kidding. But like I'm looking at that shirt, and I'm wondering if it came with a cock. But anyway.
So I guess the shirt is gay because it comes with a cock.
That's a good deal.
Is it?
I don't know.
Sounds expensive.
Nobody understood that joke or thought it was funny. And the fact that John fancied himself this roast comic, you can just go up there. He actually had a business. It didn't last very long. It was like Wedding Roasters or something like that it was called, where he's like, hire us and we'll come into your wedding or event and we'll just roast the shit out of everybody. You know, the whole wedding party, we'll just roast them. It's like, you won't. You suck at this. Wow, nice shirt. Did it come with a cock?
Not only does he suck at it, imagine if him and his friends were great at it. That's the one thing nobody wants at their wedding. You spend the whole planning trying to avoid those moments, not inviting people that might possibly cause a moment like that. He's like, pay me and I'll provide it for you.
Right. You don't want the best man to do it, let alone a bunch of strangers to come in.
Right. The guy that you just said was gay. Yeah, that's the Christian parents of his right there, the front row. They're kind of uncomfortable now that you said that. So maybe lay off the does your shirt come with a cock stuff if you could. I think he's going for the Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, look at this hat. But you buy this, it comes with a free bowl of soup. Oh, it looks good on you though. You know? But it doesn't make any sense that it would come with a.
But even that, what you just did, has the rhythm of comedy. Even John's, announcement of Jen, if they didn't hear a word, if it just had that rhythm, everyone would have applauded. But he keeps drunkenly just slurring and mumbling over all the laugh breaks and other breaks. No one knows what to do but just stare at this ugly, ugly man calling everyone ugly.
Yeah. That is the other thing, too, is I don't know what John's looking at in the morning, but it's not the mirror. Because the fact that he's fucking walking up there and being like, look at all these ugly people here. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
I don't know if Jimmy Carr's handsome, but he shows up in a suit and he's all like, well done. You can take it from him, not from this homeless guy.
All right, so he starts pointing out couples in the audience that he knows. He knows people by name in this audience, which tells me his drinking buddies, like he convinced all of his drinking buddies to drive to Fort Myers. Because it's just across the bridge from Cape Coral where he lives, not far from Stevie Tomatoes. So he's in there every day and going, oh, I got to show it in Fort Myers. You guys got to come. So he convinced a bunch of people to come to this show. And so this is where he starts going around the room and calling people out by name and how long you've been married and doing all that sort of thing.
I see my good buddies over there have been married. John, how long you guys been married? 40 years. 40 years. Give it up for them. 40 years. Which only means he's taking the dick pills, and we know that. Yes, Lorraine, you know how many dick pills I've given him already? I'm the dick pill doctor.
They've been married 40 years, which means he's taking dick pills. John still thinks dick pills is a punchline.
Oh, yeah.
Very much so. He's just like, guys, have you heard about this Viagra thing? Yeah, we have, John. Can you imagine this guy's taking dick pills over here to fuck his wife? Okay, is there a punchline or nope? That's it. Okay,
that's what's missing.
pretty good stuff. And then he has to be like, no, I'm giving him the dick pills that he needs to use for it. It's like, all right, whether true or not,
You're right.
Not necessary.
I want to know who's selling John dick pills, because he's still thinking it's like back when you need to get weed from a dealer.
Yeah,
he's like,
good point.
You don't need a doctor for any of this stuff anymore. So what makes him think this is like some
you want some
special
dick
thing?
pills? Like, I have the internet. Yeah. I'm looking at my phone right now.
I can get them,
but will you talk to me?
If I give you dick pills, will you be my friend?
Will you stay and drink with me?
Yeah, right. The tax.
John is obsessed with dick pills. We've been watching these Stephanie Miller episodes. He brings it up every single episode. He has Viagra and Cialis, and his dick works when he takes this stuff. Cool. What?
It's his version of Howard had a small penis. He thinks it's self-effacing and relatable, and it's really just disgusting and predatory.
I was talking to Drew about this on his show yesterday, and Drew's take was, so he just wants to talk about how he's got a boner, and that's his way of doing that. Like, I think he just wants to talk about his boner. That'd be my guess. So after the couple has been married for 20 years, and the guy needs dick pills, he goes to the couple that's been married or 40 years, I should say. He goes to the couple that's been married for 20 years.
They were married 40. I know Bob and Amy just celebrated, 9-year anniversary? Congratulations to them. 9 years. How about you, Keith? Keith is here, my good buddy Keith. How long you been married? 20 fucking years. So they're not fucking, but
So they're not fucking. It doesn't hit as hard after the 40-year marriage.
Yeah.
The guy needs dick pills. So the 20-year marriage, they're not fucking.
And in between was the 9 years.
Yeah,
so,
you went in the wrong order on all of this. You start with the 9, then the 20, then 40. Whoa, that's crazy. How do I know this better than John? I've never even done stand-up comedy, according to Chad Zubak.
But you're a stand-up comic, according to the New York Post. So
That is true.
I'll believe what I read.
That's a good point. The New York Post is never wrong about anything. So John is just flop sweating on stage. He's getting no reaction. This is not going well. He's in front of his friends. He wants to seem like he's this big performer and this big star. Can you believe you guys get to hang out with me and day drink at 3 p.m.? And here I am, Stuttering John Melendez, the comedian. And so when that happens, you start to perspire a little bit.
Oh, fucking hell, I'm sweating up here. Jesus Christ, how long have I been on? Oh, fuck off.
Your old lady goes too long. This is like 12 minutes in, by the way.
No, it's hot. It's fucking hot.
Another guy goes wrap it up. this audience is great. I'd go watch this audience before I'd watch John do stand-up.
Oh, fuck off. No, it's hot. It's fucking hot here in Cape Coral. Oh, by the way. Fort Myers. Yeah, I know you're in Fort fucking Myers. I'm in Cape Coral, and Jesus Christ. I mean, you know how hard is it to find a single chick in Cape Coral? I mean, they're all pigs and cows. That's why I call it Cape Corral.
Now, keep insulting the audience, John.
Yeah, it's going great.
It's really working out well for you. Everyone's on your side.
And 10 years ago, Stephanie Miller was making fun of his Muttley.
Yep.
And he's doing it twice as long now on stage.
He can't
So
stop
he's
himself.
learned nothing.
Oh, he never learns anything.
No, that's what we'd like about it.
Yeah, because he also worked around Howard Stern for 15 years and Jay Leno for 10 years and learned nothing.
He's learning nothing during this set. He didn't notice that when he said, "Oh, it's so fucking hot up here. Jesus Christ, I'm sweating." Everybody started laughing.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
That
Right.
was very funny to see a comic do that if he was kidding, like, how much longer do I have? That was kind of funny. But you shut them down and told them to stop laughing. This is the literal equivalent of your chat and your live stream just in a club in the back of a barn. The chat is funnier than you are and worth showing up to the show for.
Blocked.
Yeah, exactly.
You blocked. You don't have that
He
kind
would
of
if he
control
could until he's in an empty barn by himself.
Yep, for sure. The whole thing where he had to go, yeah, it's hot down here in Cape Coral. And they're like, you're in Fort Myers. He's like, maybe you are, but I'm in Cape Coral. I was like, no, we're all in Fort Myers right now, idiot. But he had to say that in order to work in his Cape Coral joke.
In spite of the fact that he already called everyone ugly there. He could have just gone with it.
It's again this idea that John's a lonely loser that no one wants anything to do with, and it's not his fault.
Oh, yeah.
It's never his fault. It's just like, yeah, well, these chicks are fat, so what am I supposed to do? He looks terrible. My point is this. John's not understanding the way he comes off. You got this troll coming up onto the stage, looks worse than John Goblikon. His complexion is awful. His hair is ridiculous. And he's going, how come there's no fucking hot chicks who want to fuck me? And everyone's like, is this guy for real?
Next.
what is going on right now?
He sounds like gravel and sandpaper.
Yes. And he literally is trying. This is how desperate he is. John is a desperate loser. He's literally trying to get laid from the stage.
But yeah, no, I mean, it is, I am single if anybody's available. Yeah, but it is hot, and you know, like,
That was not a joke. I am telling you right now, not a joke. By the way, guys, I really am. If someone wants to suck my dick, I will accept that offer. I'm totally single right now.
And then there's just silence. He's like, yeah, but it is
But
hot.
it is hot anyway. As I was saying, it is hot. So he's got a solution to the fact that it's hot in there, and that is, I need a cold beer. John requests a cold beer from the stage.
This is weird, this laboratory theater. I can't see, all the lights are on me. It's fucking hot as hell up here.
Again, Adam, that's the things they're laughing
That's
at.
the
'Cause you're
biggest
like,
laugh.
Because you're like, is this guy for real? He thinks he's an entertainer? He's complaining about lights in his face while he's on stage?
Yeah,
How
there's
is
no
that
way he's
possible?
never been on a stage before. This has to be a bit. He knows that's how it goes.
Right. Yeah, like every stage has the lights on the performer, and it's hard to see out into the crowd. Every fucking stage. And he's going, this place is weird, man.
Why am I up higher than you guys?
I'm sweating like Donald Trump at a Mexican Day parade. But sorry.
So, as you know, and John even said this on the morning show, he goes, there's no politics in my act.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I know I'm in a red state. You guys can come out and see my act. You won't hear any politics. So then he lets that Trump joke go because he can't help himself. And then he has to apologize for it.
Sorry, I'm just a joke. Just a joke. Hey, you think anybody can get me a beer back there? What?
Gee, the guy goes, they stopped selling them.
Wow.
What? Anybody can get me a beer back there? This is not a performance. I would love to
You're in a
see
band.
this.
You know how bad that is. If you're there in the middle of your act and they've stopped selling beer, it means they are done making money and they want to go home.
Yeah.
And you're still talking about it.
Well, I think that was a joke to fuck with John.
Oh, I hope it was real.
I know. I was kind of hoping that too because he would definitely freak out. So then he does get a beer. Someone brings him a beer. And this is the longest beer break I've ever seen. I've seen lots of stand-up shows. I've never seen a break take so long for the comic to get another drink.
I'm going to be honest, that's why I was sweating. It had nothing to do with the lights. It was all because I was worried I couldn't get another beer.
That's not funny.
No, it's true. And he wrote
It's
it.
true.
It's his. He finally wrote something.
Yeah. That's alcoholism. And he goes, I'm not sweating because of the lights. Right, because there's LED lights now. It's not hot on stage anymore. Right. It used to be really hot underneath the lights. It's just not a thing anymore. So John's just like, by the way, the reason why I was sweating is I thought that guy was telling the truth. There wasn't any more beer left. And I was really fucking losing my mind. And none of these things are landing, obviously, because everyone's just looking at him like, ugh. Because they're his drinking buddies from the bar. They're all just like, oh, man. He's like the Barney of the bar, you know? His alcoholism is slightly more raging to make them all feel better about themselves.
Well, that's just drunk talk. Sweet, beautiful drunk talk.
Look at him. He's opening his beer. Yeah, it's cold. Which is like any girl I ask out around here.
Wow. Way to vamp.
Ladies, I do have Viagra, you know. I can produce if you want.
Did he say I can produce?
I can produce if you want. I have Viagra. Ladies, I have Viagra. I can produce if you want. I was hoping you were going to push a rope into me, but okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Let's talk about that boner.
I don't even know how to analyze this anymore. This is the saddest thing I've ever heard. I remember back in December, John was leaving the internet and working on his one-man show. He was going to be on his boat writing jokes.
Yep.
And this was going to be his big comeback, and this was going to be Stuttering John 3.0. And now we're listening to him in a comedy club that's half full at best. I mean, the person who recorded this said there were maybe 30 people in this room, and a lot of them are his friends that he begged to come out to see him. And everyone's uncomfortable. It took him so long to get a beer and open it.
What do you think is going through his mind while he's milking that? He's like,
nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing.
I can't wait to have this beer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he forgot he was on stage. He's like, oh, what are you guys doing here?
Someone asked if it was cold. It's like, oh yeah, it's cold. I mean,
yeah, of course they don't have warm beer in bars. Could you imagine? Which one did you want, the warm one or the cold one? I'll take the cold one. Yeah, that's good.
It's funny they thought he cared. He just needed it now.
Yeah, but
hear me out. John used to hit on girls unsuccessfully as a kid. He knew it didn't work. Then he learned saying, I'm on the Howard Stern show, got the conversation going, so then he could use that. Now he knows what he looks like. And it's like being someone else or being something other. That's how he gets laid. So he has to invite them to gigs, to a show where he does stand-up. That's the only way. Now he's there. He's at the show. He knows if there's ever a slight chance he's going to get laid, it's going to be right now. So I just got to keep pushing this thing because it's not happening on the way to the car. It's not happening during the day. I don't see anyone ever that's not working for DoorDash. So this is my only shot. I got to keep bringing it back to it. It's the only reason he's doing it.
That's incredible because you even heard him say, like, he keeps connecting that. He's just like, yeah, it's cold, just like how the women treat me around here. And you're right. This is his one opportunity. Like, I'm the guy on stage performing right now. Yeah. So if it's not going to happen now, it's not going to happen.
I mean, you painted it so clearly. He's not here for comedy. He hasn't written anything. And on that live stream he did where he didn't show his face the other day, he actually said the same fucking shit. I couldn't believe it. He was like, yeah, I gotta write some new stuff. I gotta get out on that boat and write some new stuff. Like he hadn't said that 6 months ago, where he's been doing nothing this entire time.
He's the laziest guy. I bring it up a lot, but John has two qualities, and that's stupidity and laziness, and I can't tell which one is the dominating quality. Because he is as lazy as he is stupid.
And I think laziness is fear, so he's just a stupid, scared, smelly Puerto Rican with
smelly,
feet
gross. Yeah. We can go through the list if we want to. But the other thing, too, that you heard in that clip, just to bring it back to that clip, because I think that clip is amazing. It took him 40 seconds. There's just a break in the show as he's like opening up a beer. But he looks over the crowd and he goes, he's opening his beer. Like he recognizes they're watching him in his natural habitat.
Yeah.
As if he's like a zoo animal.
Right.
What are you guys watching me? Open my beer? Yeah, because you're the performer.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to be watching? Everyone, we're going to give you a phone break right now if you need to text someone or check Twitter.
I think he loves this. I think he gets off on this. It's the same way he starts the show every time, even with a 6-month break. He has to be like, you're going to wait. And you're going to watch me get myself together. He gets off on this somehow. He loves it.
You're right.
It's either the killing of the time for the super chats to come in or the killing of the set time, just knowing these seconds are going by. See, always men's of mine. I'm always one step ahead of you. He thinks he's getting one over, not just like debasing himself.
He started that stream that he did recently talking about how many beers he drank that day and how many he's going to drink, and then saying he's not an alcoholic.
It was so great, and it was even better than that, Carl. Right before he said that, he actually started it with, hey, everybody, skull. He hadn't said a word. It was like he hadn't said a word since the last stream. He didn't think to clear his throat even a little bit. It was amazing. And then right into, I know you think I'm an alcoholic. It was so good.
He's the opposite of a pro. That's for sure. All right, so then John sees, I think, like a little flash of something in the back. And he goes, oh, this bitch is recording me. So he calls her out.
Hey, those in the back, Todd, you here? There's a girl there. She keeps on taping. She got like a phone on it. Oh, is that just your sunglasses? Oh, the whole time I thought you were taping me, dear. I'm sorry. Oh, it's fucking Kathy. Aren't you from Jersey? Another white trash like me. Go!
Wow. So he's all paranoid, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
He's all paranoid. He must have seen like light reflecting off this woman's glasses or something and thought it was a phone that's up with the... I don't know what he's seeing. But it turns out it's Kathy from Long Island, who's another drinking buddy of his. She's like, I'm not recording you, John. It's Kathy from Long Island. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Skull. Now, the guy who recorded this for us, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Because I'm listening to the show, and all of a sudden, John's getting quieter and quieter. And I'm like, is John not talking into the microphone anymore? What's he doing? And so this is weird.
This happens in The Naked Gun.
I know, this fucking guy
right.
brought his phone. People are so addicted to their phones. They don't realize you can just leave it on the table, let it record while you go take your pee break. He brought his recording phone with him and peed. And I missed 7.5 minutes of the show because of this.
Does he go, yeah?
No.
He does confess to a murder, though. Which
I don't
is
think he was
great.
putting on a performance. I couldn't believe he did that. It's so fucking crazy. All right. John, as any comic would do during their set, asks, hey, where's the party after this? Where are we getting drinks?
Anyway, I'm gonna hang out in the back after, or is there a bar around here we can hang out? No, we can hang out. Come on.
I'm drinking after.
All right, so where is the bar to hang out at?
I'm following you.
Lucky Screw? Can I get lucky and screw?
Yeah, John, that's the fucking joke. That's why it's called that. It's not clever. We can go to the Lucky Screw. Do you even know what that means? Yes. Fuck.
Has he told a joke yet?
No! There are no jokes in this act.
He's like, I got Viagra. I'm trying to get laid.
Yep.
I need a beer.
Everyone's
Where
ugly.
are we hanging?
Yeah, all the girls are fat and ugly. Yeah,
Well, that's all I got time for.
Go ahead, Adam.
No, it's more the same.
Okay.
All right, well, let's... Bob, maybe.
Bad advice.
What? Is that good? Yeah. All right, we'll go to Lucky Screw. But let me just end with this. You guys have been great. Give it up.
Get the fuck out. All right. I guess we're going to go drink in a minute. But first, I got to do my squeegee joke. I swear to God. He closed with the squeegee joke. It's incredible. And there wouldn't be a live Stuttering John stand-up show if he didn't tell the audience or someone in the audience to fuck off.
Hey, God, you can Venmo me later for showing up.
Fuck off. About time.
There's so many conversations he's having with audience members during the set. And this is the best one. Because John's telling his story about New Year's Eve. The day before Oscar was born. He has the Kardashians over at his house, and they're having a party. And a 9-month pregnant Susanna is washing the dishes after they all have dinner. And, she's been put to work. Then she goes into labor. Well, anyway, you guys know the story. It's not flattering for John Melendez. It makes him out to be a real piece of shit. I don't know why it's in his act. But he brings up the Kardashians over at his house. Mm-hmm. And there's a guy in the crowd who gets a bigger laugh than John ever does this entire set.
You know, the Kardashians are over, believe it or not. We're all hanging out at my house. Bullshit. Sir, with that shirt, I would not heckle me.
John took 7 beats to come back with that shirt, I would not heckle me. Again, it's just always the shirt.
Always with the shirt.
It's always the fucking shirt, man. It's not a good comeback right there. But
he
he
needs
got
to
a
look
big
down
laugh.
further. They say he looks you up and down. He needs to go all the way down and all the way back up because he's getting stuck right there at the waist.
Yeah.
Looks like a convenience item.
What did he say?
He said, so he goes, I wouldn't heckle me with that shirt. It looks like a convenience item.
What's that?
I think he meant clearance.
Oh.
Because a convenience item doesn't make any sense.
Sure.
And Fudgicle pointed this out, that when Lady Di from the Opie and Anthony show, she suffered dementia from alcoholism. She would forget the proper words to use. And so she'd start substituting in the wrong word. And it seems like John's going down that path. Because he always talks about how he's able to substitute in words to stop his stutter. He's very proud of himself for that. We've been watching on Living in the Past, that series on our Patreon, or if you're a YouTube member, we've been watching where he's on Joe Coy's podcast, Koi Pond, back in 2017 or 2016, I think. And he's talking about how amazing he is at substituting words in that he can say without a stutter. Now he can't say clearance. He says convenience. Like things have dropped off a bit for our buddy John.
But instead of saying I'm sorry and I love you and I owe you, he says, fuck you, you dumb fuck. That's a substitution.
That is what he says. Yep. Yep. Right. And then he sues people.
Fucking hell.
He doesn't know the Kardashians.
Oh, I don't? Really?
Here we
Is
go.
that why I went to Chloe's wedding, you dumb fuck?
No, you didn't. It's so easy to rattle this guy.
awesome.
You didn't graduate at NYU. Oh, what? He fucking loses his mind.
Google it, you fucking asshole. Let's go!
I'm surprised he didn't Google it and show his phone to everyone.
Oh, right.
Pass it around.
Anyway, enough about this asshole. He's obviously here to heckle me, which is fine. He's got to get out his angst for, being molested all his life.
I enjoyed that.
I know you.
That is a horrible, horrible comeback.
Wow.
This guy's...
He's really going to win everyone over.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Like this guy's heckling me. I bet he grew up with a horrible childhood and he was getting molested. You're like, oh, I hope not. Fuck. That's not great. And then it wouldn't be his fault if he was. So it's like,
yeah,
who are you calling out with this?
What is the point? It's not funny in any way.
No, it's not going to get laughs.
Well, when I start to stutter, I can't tell a joke. So,
But it really shows you this is his going for the jugular every time because
Yeah.
it feels like that to him. What to this guy was just like a toss-off that any professional comic could slam back so hard they would never do it again.
Right.
Instead, he kills in a room full of John's close personal friends
Yeah.
who laughed louder at that because they got the joke. John, no one gives a shit if you know the Kardashians. That's the joke. It's irrelevant. You care. You think your friends need to hear this again. You think you're going to impress strangers. No, that's what they're laughing at. But you don't get it and you don't know what's happening. So it feels like, you were molested. Fuck you. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. You are, John.
His angst for, being molested all his life.
I enjoyed that.
I know you did.
Don't touch me, Dad. You're not my father.
All right, I know you want to insert yourself in the show. Can you let me just finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And then I've never, ever seen a comic plead with a heckler. Just like, can you just let me do my act, man?
he's bargaining with him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can make fun of me after the show. I'll give you the microphone. You can do a tight five if you want, but can you just let me finish my act so I can get paid to get out of here?
Oh, but after the molestation thing, if that guy had just let it breathe, if he hadn't said
I know.
anything.
Yeah, he didn't need to. He could just be like, oh.
But he's still doing good. He's holding his own.
He's doing fantastic. So, thank you for recording yourself peeing and going to John's show.
Yes.
We certainly appreciate that. We have some great stuff coming up. Steeltoe, man, he's been crushing the goal until he's not. And then he gets real beggy. Got real beggy this morning. We have an Opie radio segment that's got a lot of twists and turns. He's got an insider, knows all about Howard Stern. We're going to find out what's happening with Howard Stern. Ron the Waiter has a dark, dark past, and he can't wait to tell us. The return of Topoka Dabbler with Cardiff. We have Is It Gay with Megan coming up. But first, I want to thank the people who are funding the Legal Defense Fund, like Stewie Feld on supertip.gg/WATP.
Stewie Feld, didn't Tom Segura start the Garth Brooks thing?
It's possible.
Well, that'd be funny. Silence do good if you pay half your mortgage payment twice a month or bi-weekly. It will work out to 26 payments, which is 13 months, adding one extra payment a year. This show's fun. This is fun.
What the fuck are you talking about? 26 payments?
Bi-monthly. That would not be, yeah. Anonymous. Gentlemen, what should I drink before the storm?
Tequila?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. That's the answer.
Yeah.
I have too many friends. And there is nothing better to alienate people and lose friends than inviting them to your one-man show. Okay, maybe obsessively calling, asking for favors, or keeping score.
Dang Lizard has these cartoons on his channel. You have to go see them. He's recreating Beavis and Butthead, but it's with Chad Zumach and Ray DeVito.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, I know that it's Butt Chin, but I'm blanking on the lip name for. Anyway, they're fantastic, and Dang Lizard, hats off to you. Everyone, check out Dang Lizard's channel. Stewie Felt.
He should start performing dressed as Bad Santa. Yeah, it's a funnier joke because he's already kind of looking like it.
Good point. It's not bad.
Chris Onion coming in. AB said copper pot in a weird way last week.
Sorry, we hit that one. Moving on.
Steve Morton, Adam, on the set of Empire, were you given a lesson in Terrence Howard math from the man himself? Yes, I was. We had a lot of talks about folk music and numbers and the truth. That's what we talked about, the truth.
I got to ask for real. Did you have conversation with him about that shit?
Oh, he went right in.
He's next level, man.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like every fifth thing you're like, wait, that's really true. Wow. And then the other four you got to kind of ignore.
What was his math? He goes 2 times 2 can't be 4 because 2 plus 2 is 4. So 2 times 2 is 5. Is that what his math was?
It's something
2
like
times 2
that.
is 5. Yeah.
It's a lot of heavy concepts, a lot of which I think are pretty amazing.
Okay, sure. That's your
Zach
friend, it's
Hoffman's
fine.
coming in. I'm serious. When you hear a different opinion, it can have an effect on you. Zach Hoffman, it's called the Weinkauf-Korsakoff syndrome diad.
Okay, yeah. The
Lady Di,
dementia brought on by alcoholism.
Jay Wolfenstein, Carl, I negotiated a settlement with John. If you agree to fire Shuley as co-host of WATP, he'll drop the lawsuit against you. I know it'll be tough, but it needs to be done. Be strong, Carl.
It's done. Shuli, you're fired.
We had a good
Takes a big man to do that.
Carl's Frosted Tips coming in.
I thought it said
Adam
Shuley.
Bush, you are now being sued, you dumb fuck. Producer Chris, you are now being sued. You dumb fuck. Also, did you know Garth Brooks is a serial killer?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Take down DDT.
Your on-high lady K made fun of my kids, stole my book, and has an ugly shirt. Now give me $100 zillion.
Absentee, deadbeat father, wind it up.
Wind it up. Balin. I haven't seen Balin in a minute. I know. Good to see her. So this guy, Sean from Potentially Criminal, broke down the lawsuit that we have with Stuttering John. Went through every page, talked about it. Has the same opinion that I do, that it's a giant pile of garbage, that there's no way an attorney wrote. And he had an opinion on here that I was pretty impressed with. And I want to thank Lucy Tightbox, who actually watched this whole thing and found this timestamp. Because I think Stalin 19 made a clip of it, a nice little summary of it. But the actual entire program is 2 hours, and you wouldn't see this if you just watched Stalin 19's clip of it.
So, as with prior streams, they use his name and image on the thumbnail, which you're allowed to. I mean, shit. I use Stuttering John's image in this thumbnail. Fucking sue me. Faggot, let's do this.
Now, I like that this is catching on. I'm not a big fan of the F slur, but if you're referring to Stuttering John Melendez, then I think it is appropriate. Thank you, Sean, for summarizing that perfectly. Let's move on to my buddy Aaron Imholte and the Steeltoe Morning Show.
Please, guys, Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Venmo. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we don't deserve it.
At the end of This Little Piggy on Friday, we wrapped up, we went off air, and it was me and Megan and Moody were chatting afterwards, and then Patrick pops back in, and he goes, holy shit, guys, I got a scoop for you right here. And he shows us Slam Piece just put out a new dating profile. So Aaron Imholt's girlfriend is gone. And I don't like to be a Gatsby Greg, but I saw it with my own eyes. I saw that she was out there with a dating profile. So rumors, of course, are swirling because people know her real name and other people have discovered this. We didn't talk about it on This Little Piggy. I've never talked about it before, but it's something that I saw and I know about. So people are now messaging Aaron, asking him about this, fucking with him about it. And I just want to show you how Aaron reacts to this.
Jayhar with $1. I mean, that fan fiction keeps going.
It says Keanu is how we know SP is gone. Now, Keanu and Gino were hanging out during the 11th anniversary show with Aaron at the house. And I think they said that Slam Piece was around one of the nights because they were there for the whole weekend. But then Gino said something recently that maybe she wasn't there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Let's just see how he reacts to this.
I will let her know. I'll let her know. I'll tell her. Some people just can't see when they're getting played. And it's fun because they're your own personal chew toy just for fun. JR with $1 says Gino said they lied about seeing SP. I don't think he said that, seeing as she was here one of the nights they were here and we all hung out. I'm sorry, I can't indulge your fantasies. I'm not your father. Get therapy. Uh-oh, Steeltoe. This is beyond pathetic. Get a job, Aaron. Okay. Jayhar with $1 says, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's just what Gino said. Well, I mean, it's okay if you're wrong.
Now, what I find fascinating about this, because I don't like to get into personal lives and this kind of thing, but the reason why I realized Aaron was a phony was because he was lying about April for all that time. Oh, April's still with me. She might be back on the show next week. We've been talking about it. You know, she just needed a little break. It's fine. And then he comes out and just like, yeah, we're getting a divorce. And she lives with the Ricadas now. And she hasn't been here in weeks. You're like, oh, you were lying about your relationship with April. And I think this might be happening again, which is crazy because this could only catch up to him. Like, this blatant lie. I don't know what the end goal is for something like this.
He won this moment right here in his mind and didn't have to admit the truth. That's it. Because, Aaron, we might not know whether SP was there or not, but we know for a fact that you asked Keanu and Gino to text April multiple times to say that they were with you. Does she want to hang? We know that's a fact. So if this is at least a mystery, I'm going to go with them. But maybe you're right, Aaron. Maybe she was creating a profile to bring in a third for you to share.
Oh,
we don't know. I'm not involved in your personal life.
I
don't want to.
That always works out well. Additional partners. That never goes wrong for Aaron.
What could possibly go wrong?
It always seems like a good idea.
Producer Chris. It's a good idea for a while, actually. Yeah. All right. So Aaron starts talking about how the St. Cloud, the local media, is obsessed with him and his show. And they're just constantly watching what he's talking about.
And St. Cloud Media, who is still obsessed with they listen to Steeltoe all the time, especially over at Town Square Media. They love that. They're still listening. They're still checking it out. Especially my old buddy. We kind of saw earlier this year how jealous he was and how miserable he was with his own life and where he's at. My old buddy, Paul Shea. So he heard Steeltoe talking about the Penn and Teller thing from the Renaissance Festival. And he's like, oh, I got to write a story on that. That'll be big. So it is nice to see Paul following his big brother's footsteps and following the show and creating his articles because he knows Steeltoe's box office, baby. Sorry,
let me break down what's going on here. Paul Shea works for a radio company and is the morning jock and went to high school with Aaron and came out to Hackamania and came up on stage with us during this little piggy to talk about what a loser Aaron is. That's what Aaron's referring to. Is just like, yeah, I know you got your thing that you're doing. It's like, yeah. He didn't look miserable. I hung out with him that night. Adam, you hung out with him. Chris, you hung out with him. Seemed like he was a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. Seems like he was having a good time and happy to be out in Vegas with us.
He was not coping in any way.
No, he was. We were all having fun clowning Aaron.
We didn't drag him there.
No, definitely not. It wasn't like, come on, please. No, it wasn't that at all. He was very excited to come out and hang with like-minded people who think Aaron sucks at everything he does. So Aaron, in a very Stuttering John-esque fashion, goes, everyone's watching me and what I'm talking about, all the media, all of the other shows. This is what Stuttering John should say about Gary Delabate and Howard Stern. I know they listen to my show, and they're stealing from it. And that's why, I bring up that Donald Trump did this thing, and then they bring it up. It's like, no, that's just the news. So Aaron's trying to connect this thing where Paul Shea wrote an article for his website that was about this Penn and Teller show that was newsworthy in their area. It's very possible that he was just covering something that was newsworthy in their area and not that, oh, I saw Aaron say this. This must be important, so I'm going to post it on the website. But everything to Aaron is a win. So the fact that he covered this on his show and then the radio station wrote an article about it, put it on their website, he has to spin that into, I'm not just the news. I create the news. I report the news first. It's like he thinks he's fucking TM Zumach or something. So he can't help but be a super smug little prick about it.
I know Paul takes that shit really personally, and he's watching it right now. Look, you know me. I'm just having a good time. I don't take any of it personally, anything you did, even though it was kind of psychotic and weird, because I haven't thought about you at all.
Hold on a second. The guy who brought up Paul Shea's name never thinks about him at all. Meanwhile, Paul Shea never brings up Aaron. He doesn't talk about him on his radio show. It's not mentioned in the article. There's no mention of Aaron. And Aaron's big gloat is, I don't even think about you. You're doing a segment about him right now.
Yeah, it's a monologue.
Yeah, right. It was probably in your notes. What do you mean you don't think about him? You saw that the article was posted on their website because, let's not forget, the ratings came out recently. And so all the radio stations are calling up Aaron like, oh, when can you get back on the air? Our ratings are down. That was funny.
What's in the news?
All right. So Aaron goes on to talk about how he understands what's happening in everyone else's life. This is an interesting skill to have. I don't know anyone else who understands people who they don't interact with's motivations, thought processes. It's crazy that this is possible.
But I understand where it's coming from. I know you're miserable. I know you don't like where you're at. I've been there. I get it. I'm just having some fun with you, buddy. No hard feelings.
He just doubles down on being hateable, doesn't he?
Yep, it's his one move.
It's his one move. He's like, you know what I could do, though, is be like a super douchebag.
Yeah.
Super douche.
To show
Like,
you
yeah,
how
sure
little
can.
he's affected by any of this. You know, Aaron, some people, they're assuming what people are doing or they're guessing because it's based on a life of experience, based on things they've done that they feel like give them an opinion to weigh in on this. There are things that you can weigh in on, and it's none of the things that you're willing or want to talk about. But other people that have experienced this thing might have a thing to say or two, and you might be able to learn something once in a while if you actually listened instead of just coping.
No. That's crazy. He knows everything there is to know, Adam. How could he learn something when he knows everything already?
Look at all the W's on his chart.
Right. Everything's a W for this guy. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. I also love that he goes, he never has receipts. He just goes, well, Paul Shea, he's just miserable and he hates his job and he's just upset. I talked to Paul one-on-one. He's got the #1 rated morning show and he runs the station. He actually runs the entire group of stations owned by that company. He's doing great. He loves watching This Little Piggy. They sit around in the office on Fridays and watch us make fun of this idiot. He seems to be having a good life.
So could it be maybe not Paul Shea, but you, Aaron, that hates your job and is miserable right now and is coping? Could it be? Seems like
that's our time for today. But
we've had a great time here.
But I think we're making some breakthroughs here. I'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in. And then Aaron says something that kind of gives it away of what's really happening here.
So, no, what happened with this Penn and Teller thing? Sorry, I just wanted to throw a little shade and have a little fun. I knew it would rile him up and get him all pissy. And he's probably going on Reddit today and writing to be, can I come on your show to talk about Aaron? I don't have an audience of my own. But I'm devious like that.
All right, so Aaron just gave something away that I don't even know if he realizes because he's kind of dumb. And that is that there's a guy on the Steeltoe Boring Show subreddit named Paul Shea who is constantly putting posts up and is very erratic. It's not the real Paul Shea. But Aaron's a fucking idiot and doesn't realize that anyone could create any username they want and pretend to be anyone they want.
He disagrees. He has a different opinion.
Yeah. He thinks that's the real Paul Shea. It's not. Paul Shea is happily employed and doesn't fuck with you. He doesn't care. He came out to Hackamania. We had a good time. And that's about it.
You have your set of beliefs. I'll have mine. We'll leave it at that.
Isn't that funny that Aaron's reading this subreddit that he claims to not read.
Right.
He's out touching grass. He's not on the internet. Meanwhile, he knows the Pulshay, that this pretend Pulshay is in the subreddit, freaking out, doing this shit. And he's just like, yeah, I did that segment to like fuck with him. So he goes back on that subreddit, wants to get on Melton's show or
of course,
WATP.
The guy he never thinks about.
The guy he never thinks about. All right. Aaron's been having a great week. He's not begging for the money. He's getting all these donations coming in. In fact, they're feeding the next day's goal. And his new goal is to never start a day with a goal that's $300, but should be below $300 because he already made money towards that goal the previous day. The goal of the goal.
This sounds like a great show. I gotta see this.
Yeah. So this is him talking about how he's not begging for money.
All right, let's go ahead and throw in a couple of bucks. We are 170 away from today's goal. It was a small goal today. It was 220, so I'd like to see that knocked out. Kind of like yesterday, we have had basically a no-beg week in the morning, and I appreciate that so much. So let's keep that energy and that vibe going. Sorry for the OBS crash earlier. It's kind of hurting the grand total. Grand total was looking nice before the OBS. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you had a bunch of people hating on the toe, and they secretly crashed OBS because they couldn't deal with the reality of things looking pretty good today. I only say that half joking.
Even when things are going the way he wants them to go, the things that make him happy in life, money, that's the only thing. Even when that's happening, he focuses on the haters. He can't get it out of his brain that people are hate watching him and clipping him and clowning him. And that there's all these shows, more every day, crop up making fun of this idiot. And he can't get above that and beyond it and just do his show. It's in his head nonstop.
And he thinks there are people that are just watching his show for something else? Like, he thinks they're all disappointed. Like, when is he going to get to the hot topics? Get off this goal. Who are those people?
He's
Please
got to
show
convince
us.
himself. Otherwise, what are we doing, right?
It's crazy.
The other thing I picked up on here is like when Aaron says he's not begging, that's just a form of begging.
Yeah.
You know what I never bring up on the show? The fact that I have legal fees to pay and that supertip.gg/WTP is a great way to help support me in the show because I don't bring up stuff like that. I'm above it. Why would I bring that up? Fucking, we see through it, Aaron, you idiot. So that was yesterday. This morning, things weren't going as well. Not really hitting the goal.
Here's what I'm defensive about. Great show today. 7 minutes left. $50 away from the goal. It was a short goal today. You guys have been fucking crushing it all week. Let's go. I want force of will to bang on this to bang out this goal. Random Bacon with $2 says how much money for the Aaron to Aaron transition? I can't. That, you know what? You might have asked me a question that doesn't have a dollar amount attached to it. You might have finally gotten one, Random Bacon.
Wow. There's one thing he won't do for money. That is transition into a woman. What's great about him bringing up that chat is that one of the ways people make fun of Aaron is by calling him by the girl spelling of it, E-R-I-N. You see it all over the internet. And the fact that he put up the thing that says Aaron to Aaron and made that a thing on his show. Probably not a wise move, but I don't care. And so he goes, well, actually, that's the one thing you couldn't pay me to do. But anything else, I'll eat dog food. I'll eat a stick of margarine, anything else. I would do anything for you. Yes, but I won't do that. So now he's going to explain that he doesn't mind debasing himself in order to hit this goal.
$50 away from the goal. No, $50 away from the goal. I just realized that question was asked, and then I immediately said $50. Please don't throw $50 in asking me to chop my cock off. That would not be okay. Throw in some money because you love the show and you want to see it hit its goal and you want to see it do well. Let's do that. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I'm fine with begging for the end of the show here. We did 4+ hours of really great shit. I got to debase myself a little bit here, but I really want to knock this out because, A, it was a short goal. If we can't knock out a little over 200, we're in trouble. And then also, we've got a perfect week going, and we're very close. We've only got 2 goals left, so I want to do this thing.
This is insane. He's like, guys, we have not been begging. Okay, I'm going to start begging now because now I'm getting desperate, and we're going to start begging. and the reasons why we should give him money. Now remember, it's the viewers who are giving the money. It's not people who have shares in Steeltoe Inc. It's not people who are going to be hanging out with him later and hoping to get a free meal when they're at dinner. He says, the reason why you should give me money is because we're having a perfect week. Okay. There's only 2 goals left this week. Right.
Oh, what happens then?
Yeah, like, why does this matter to anyone watching? Like, Aaron can't figure out that his goals and the viewer goals are very different. I don't care if you've had a perfect week. I don't care if you have 2 more goals this week. Right. And also, you shouldn't bring that up because it's Wednesday morning and he's sitting there going, we got the Wednesday night goal, we got the Thursday morning goal. It's like, you're already thinking about those goals? We're trying to hit this goal, idiot.
I want to go back to the original short goal. How much to chop your dick off, Aaron? He was negotiating there for a second. How much are we talking? Because now I think we're sharing a similar interest here. How much would it take? It's
More
like
than
you always
50.
say, okay, that's a start, right?
That's a start, right? Greater than 50, I think.
Let's see how much we can raise by the end of this show.
All right, so then Aaron explains he needs $50 to hit the goal. But I know what you're thinking. You're like, yeah, but are there different ways we can give you $50? Can you explain what some of those might be? Yeah, he's got an example for us.
Bappa Schaub says the McBeggar now with 10% less goal. Not if this shit keeps up. Come on, baby. $50 away. Be one of the heroes. 5 gifted memberships on Rumble is all it's going to take.
Wow. I thought I could just give you $50, but there's another way I could do it. I could purchase 5 gifted memberships
options
on Rumble, and then someone else has to purchase another 5 gifted. What if I purchase 10 gifted memberships on Rumble? Would that do it? All right. I love when he starts breaking down different ways to give him money. It's great. There's options. I'm sitting there going, what is the best way to send money to Aaron? What's the most fun way to do it, I wonder? So then you heard him say he needs a hero. A hero comes in and gives Aaron $50. And you would think that he'd be like, holy shit, you are the hero I don't deserve, but I needed. Thank God for you.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Sanford's son with $50 says, so $50 transition then? No, that's not what I said.
They are afraid.
That's not what I said. We take 40 of that, $10 away. Do it, baby, do it.
Holy shit. It went from I need a hero to give me $50 to a guy going, I'm the hero, here's $50, to Aaron going, all right, we still need 10. Immediately. He's like, oh, we get 40 of that. I still need $10. It's never ending. No. It's a thirst that cannot be satiated. What are we supposed to do with this guy?
It's not even a good thirst. What's $220?
Yeah.
For my bills? It's not going very far.
No offense, Carl. I mean, on any other day, okay?
And for a guy who, brings up issues about people wanting specific pronouns, it's always we. He has to say we need this.
Yes.
It's just you. There's no we left, buddy. You never want to say I need your money. You say we need to do this. Can we knock this out? You're not doing anything. They're doing everything, and it's not we. It's just you. So we should call it
you're a
that.
part of the show, Adam. If you enjoy the show, you're part of the show. Can I have my piece of the show? No, it's my show.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody at the last stockholder meeting at Stoney's.
Right,
Just
yeah.
me and Cheeto.
All right. So that's Aaron. That's a little update on our buddy Aaron Imholte, Steeltoe. We got an amazing Opie segment coming up. Adam has really curated a fantastic segment that I'm excited about. The return of To Poke a Dabbler with Cardiff, with Stuttering John getting all uppity and trying to get a quick payday. We decided we need to focus on him a little bit more than we were. So we'll humiliate him as much as we can. That's fine. And then Is It Gay? The Steeltoe game with Megan the Review Girl also coming up. But before we do that, let's check out what's going on supertip.gg/WATP from Stewie Felt.
A guy in my squad found out his wife was on a dating site 3 months into a 6-month deployment because guys in our company were messaging her.
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
that's tough.
Yeah, that's not great.
My voice tip would sound better if Moody only used my audiobook as AI reference. Waka waka.
I think John's one of the better voices on here. Ghost Crusaders TV.
I told you Slam Piece was gone. I told Kiki on the way back that someone asked me if I'd met Ann, and I said no. And Kiki kept saying, why did you say you didn't meet her? Because I'm not lying. 4, faggot.
So you outed me for not having my slam pig, and then you ranted and raved about Kayla at the show, which might land me in jail. You are a true friend, Gino.
You're welcome, bud. Hey, remember COVID?
You know, we haven't had Gino on this show in a long time, but I feel like he's never left.
Fuck you, Mike Morse. Fuck off, you useless, untalented piece of shit.
I paid for that. That was mine.
Minimal participation coming in.
Lady Di also had those oddly skinny arms like John.
Yeah.
Weird.
Stewie felt.
How can Aaron be more punchable than that farmer bro? He found a way.
Found a way. Ghost Crusaders TV again.
I've been streaming my night show for a half hour now and have 90 people watching. Another win for the toe.
Oh, his numbers are gotten abysmal. In fact, I think Tukey was messaging me today doing the math on how many people are watching compared to what the goal is. He's making more than according to him, he's making more than $1 per viewer, which is not how broadcasting works at all. If it were, I'd be doing pretty well right now. Jesus. So I don't know what to make of it. Stewie felt.
Toe is starting to look like old school Harry Osborn / Green Goblin from the Spider-Man comics.
Yeah. He's a villain. Minimal participation.
If Aaron had vision like D'Elia, he'd see he could start a cult. He preaches, and they believe blindly and give money. He should start the Snapchat harem.
It's not a bad idea. Ricky Bev coming in.
Gamifying my bills and living expenses was a risky bet, but I found an audience who thinks they win something by paying for my gas station meals in Celsius. They just keep giving.
They really do. It seems that way. It's crazy. We're all trying to wrap our brains around it.
Everything Farley coming in. Aaron's narcissistic retardation is just crazy.
I'm glad you see it the same way I do.
High and tight. ITM, gents. Take a pause for the cause and hit that like button.
Yeah, why don't you guys hit that like button? And in the morning to you, High and Tight.
Hack Tripper. Rob Saul was supposed to go live last night, but never did. Did he drown in his red wine hot tub? Best case scenario, yeah.
look at Stewie Felt coming in with 5 gifted memberships.
Stewie Felt.
All right, we get 3 of those, so I still need 2 more gifted memberships. Stewie Felt also became a YouTube member. Thank you for that. We did a show on Saturday. It's behind the paywall, but we did a show with Anthony Cumia. And that's why you want to be a member on this channel or on our Patreon, because you get the link to that. And we proved Opie is buying viewers on that episode. So you'll want to check in on that, and more on that in just a moment.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right, so we start off with Opie putting up some messages that are coming in, some chats that he doesn't need to put up, but it triggers him, and everything always does. And so this question from an obvious WATP viewer gets him going in the wrong direction.
Opie, how's the wife and kids in the basement? All right, dude, that garbage isn't working, so you got to go. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. God forbid I'm in a loving marriage and I got 2 very cool kids. That just bothers people, I guess. And, the fact is they don't want anything to do with my live streaming. And we decided a long time ago that we're not going to put them on the live streams or anything I do. We keep them private. Is that okay with you? I hope so.
I think he wanted to say, we decided they don't want anything to do with my life.
Yeah.
It sounded like me. They don't want anything to do with me.
Yeah. So this is an interesting phenomenon. Opie is a veteran. He's been around a long time. He should know not to react like this. He didn't even need to read that comment.
Nope.
And the fact that he goes, "Oh, you guys are acting like I murdered my wife and children. You guys are ridiculous." Like, yeah, that's a pretty ridiculous premise. Yep. So ignore it or laugh about it or anything other than what you're doing, because you're just inviting more of this into your life.
He also he looks to the left in a real creepy way, as if anybody's watching him right before he answers. He does that every once in a while, and it's only at very specific moments. It's worth taking note of.
Well, I'm sure that the neighbors also have decks out, overlooking the ocean. So at any given time, there could be someone over there watching him rant and rave like a lunatic.
He's doing it again.
I want to know when they're like, "Hey, where's the wife and kids? I haven't seen them in a while." Is this how he responds? Is that what he's? Oh, jeez, why you? Oh, what the fuck? Why would you? What's wrong? You don't want me to succeed.
I told you they're back to school shopping
Yeah.
at Target
At midnight.
If you were divorced or if they left you or if there was a tragedy, then we wouldn't bring it up. You bring them up. So we ask how they're doing, and you lose your mind at us.
All right. Adam, I'm going to ask you to take it away because you're the one who pulled all these clips for us. And we get into Howard Stern talk, which is the juicy stuff that we all need. Obviously, there was that promo we talked about where they said Howard's back on September 2nd, and he's going to spill it all. You're going to find out what's really going on with the negotiations for his contract, and if writers are talking about how they're phoning it in and all these things that are being leaked into the news.
I think it's very revealing when people claim to know the motives behind what others do. We were just talking about this. When they're positive, this is why they're doing it, because what they're doing is revealing why they do things in this next clip, number 2.
Yep.
Big news. I still got my people. Let's just put it that way. I still got my people at SiriusXM. And I got the tea, as the ladies say on the Howard Stern. I got the tea. So let's break this down, right? Out of nowhere, there was a huge rumor that Howard Stern was being fired by SiriusXM. Oh, my God. As much as I want that to be true, I also said on these live streams, most likely it's all BS. Just another BS thing that Howard does. He likes to fuck with his own fan base and make them all think that he's going away. And then at the last minute, he signs a giant contract. He likes his ego being stroked. So the rumors were out there. Oh, my God, Howard's jealous of Call Me Daddy, the Alex Cooper. Oh, my God, Howard is jealous of the Andy Cohen, the it girl at SiriusXM, right?
How does Opie not know Call Her Daddy? He's just not following this at all. He never knows anything that's going on in podcasting or his former company or anything. It's one thing he should know about. I don't know. If he's trying to be in the podcasting business, he works for iHeart. We haven't heard about that in a long time.
Yeah. He sounds really out of touch.
He's out of touch, but he's got the info. He's going to spill the tea for us.
Not before he drags it out. He's going to keep dragging it out like he does in this next one.
But I also love when I get some insider information, and I talk about it on the show when I do. I always do this. Yeah, I got some insider information, guys. It's on my phone right here. You guys have a phone? Yeah, we all have a phone. Stop bragging, you asshole.
We know your insider's like, I hope you're waving the text around to people to see on your phone. That'd
Right,
be really
yeah,
great.
it's going to be. I'm going to keep sending you information if you do that. It's a great idea. All right, so where are we going next?
Yeah, he just keeps dragging this out without realizing that he confesses to something right here.
Okay.
He's announcing that on September 2nd, when Howard Stern finally returns, the king returns September 2nd. By the way, he came up with his own nickname. There's nothing more gross than that. He came up with the king of all media. Why are you obsessed with Howard Stern? Because he's in the news, sir. He's in the news. Is that okay with you? I talk about what's in the news. So when I talk about Zelensky and Putin later, am I obsessed with Zelensky and Putin? You idiot! God, where do these idiots come from? Yeah, the Howard Stern thing is a huge story, and I live stream every morning trying to talk about current events, pop culture, entertainment, sports, human interest. So yeah, I should avoid the Howard Stern stuff so so people don't call me obsessed. I don't like the guy. And yeah, there's a little jealousy too.
Oh. I'm just reporting the news. And also I'm super jealous.
Yes,
I wish people were talking about me in the news. That I had contracts looming. That'd be cool. Why is he responding to every comment? I talk about this a lot, but guys who used to be on the radio, which is a one-way form of communication, have a really hard time adapting to the internet, which is a two-way form of communication. If Opie had heard all the things I used to yell at my car when I was listening to the Opie and Anthony show, it would be very distracting for him. The fact that one guy somewhere is saying something, there's absolutely no reason to respond to that.
He doesn't know how to change. He knows he was isolated, maybe aloof, maybe not a man of the people, and I'm sure he's heard some criticism. Now he needs these people to survive. So he's trying to 180 and be like, I'm with you. Good morning, Jen. Good morning. Every single, I'm not the asshole who forgets you. I name every single person, even when they're actively trying to destroy my life.
The answer to that question, why are you obsessed with Howard Stern or whatever that was? The answer would just be like, why wouldn't I be? What do you mean? I'm Opie from Opie and Anthony. We were competing morning shows. And before that, he was the morning guy. We were the afternoon people. Like, I think if anyone should be talking about Howard Stern, it'd be me first. Like, the fact that Opie has to respond to that, just be like, here's my reasoning for it. The reason is because I do this, because I'm talking about that. It's just like, yeah, of course I'm talking about Howard Stern. People would definitely come here to see me talk about Howard Stern, especially Carl from these podcasts.
This would be the place. Did he also make fun of Howard for having a nickname?
Yes.
I know. I picked up on that too. And the Opster has said he wishes he wasn't Opie. But yeah, that's pretty wild. And Howard makes fun of himself for calling himself the king of all media. The thing is that it caught on.
Yeah.
And that's really the true power of Howard Stern, because he was writing books and was on the radio and was on television and made a movie. It's like, he calls himself the king of all media, and people went, yeah, shit. Just he was a radio guy and he's doing all these things now. Yeah, I guess he is.
And that was part of the joke. He's a radio guy, king of all media. He's reaching. He's trying to, you know?
Yeah, that was kind of the thing. But, you know, if I called myself biggest cock in the Dabbleverse, I don't think it would catch on.
We don't need to lie. We don't need to.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like if it did catch on, that'd be cool. You know, I would be upset about it. But I'm just saying it probably wouldn't.
We all know it's OJ. Thank you, OJ.
Thank you, OJ.
Now, Opie likes to talk about how radio people are listening to him from iHeartRadio, and that they're in the middle of a big deal that they're negotiating. I hope they're listening during this next clip, because wow.
Oh no.
Why wait till September 2nd when you got the info right here? Because I got my people, and they still give a shit about me. There's a lot of people at SiriusXM that hate the Howard Stern. They hate how SiriusXM handles him with kid gloves. They hate that management over there at SiriusXM is a bunch of cucks when it comes to Howard Stern. They built their company on one effing guy. They're trying with some of these other people, and eventually they'll be successful. But they're not brave enough to tell Howard, go screw. You don't give us enough content. Why are we giving you all this money? Why are you waiting till September 2nd to make the big announcement? Why?
All right. I feel odd about this, but I think I know more about this than Opie does.
Probably.
So I talked about this on the show. I was talking to a guy who's pretty intimate with this Howard deal, and he was telling me about how, Howard doesn't make as much money as people think he does. And it never was released what the terms were. Everyone just assumed it was another $100 million a year deal. The fact that Howard has summers off and as much vacation as he does is not because management's scared of him. It's because that was part of a negotiation. They're like, we can't pay you this much money anymore. And so Howard's team went, all right, well then we're going to take more time off. And they went, okay, we still want Howard Stern on our show or on our platform. We want to be able to sell that into the car companies who install SiriusXM into the cars. So we need a big name on there. So we want to have Howard's name. We can't pay as much and you can't be on air as much. We'll give you more time off. And fucking Opie thinks that management's just intimidated and going, whatever you say, Howard, okay, to take 2 months off in the summertime. That's not what's happening. That's not how companies work. I mean, am I taking crazy pills, Adam? What's going on right now? What's he doing?
He goes on this long rant that I didn't even include, where he talks about all the other shows are scared of Howard and they hate working there and they're miserable because they give everything to Howard and nothing to them, none of which is true. People have been there for a long time and they have great relationships with a lot of people. Your subjective experience, Mr. Opie, is not necessarily everyone else's, and we know that.
Right. So we ready for the big reveal?
Here it comes.
All right, we're finally going to find out what's going on. This insider information.
What's in Opie's phone?
Yeah, show the phone. Let's get it.
But I got the info right here. Right here.
He's holding
I'm going to read this word for word. Hi, Ope. Hi, Anonymous. How are you?
He's almost proud to have a friend.
And a phone.
Yeah. Look, I got a message that was actually sent to me on purpose.
Howard Stern is going to have a new contract with Sirius. Oops. This is the big announcement that Howard's going to make September 2nd. And to announce that he's going to announce that upon his return to the airwaves on September 2nd. Oops. So Howard Stern ain't going nowhere. A source said, wink, wink, I know who the source is, that all the rumors will be addressed and that he's allowing people to talk and say what they want about him being irrelevant and that he's losing his job at SiriusXM. The source said it's just the beginning of his next chapter. If people are expecting him to dwindle away, they could think again. Everyone against Howard right now will have a rude awakening. It's no rude awakening. He has pulled this garbage a million times in the past. His future is locked in and all will be revealed in a few days. Can you confirm you have heard similar sentiments or care to add comment of your own on the record or on the on the background? Thanks, pal. Oh my. Oh, I could be part of a giant article. Oh my.
You hear that at the end there?
Yeah, what's going on here, Adam? Because it sounds like there's a reporter fishing for information, and Opie is not understanding this at all. It sounds to me like a reporter's going, hey, we've heard word that blah, 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 blah. Can you confirm that? Because that's what reporters do in order to get information from people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the language used in that was of a reporter for sure.
Yeah. So Opie says, yeah, this source told me, and I'm sure that was a executive at Sirius or something like that. So Opie's like, oh, I know who that is. And then he's like, yeah, this is what they're saying. Can you confirm that? Because what a reporter wants to do is not have a single source of information. He wants to say, Greg Opie Hughes from formerly Opie and Anthony confirms that blah, 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 or people who have similar thinking or similar experiences with the company confirm that this is what happens, this is what's going on. Here's what I think. And I'm putting myself out there. So if I'm wrong about this, then egg on my face. I think there's no fucking reason in the world Howard would come on September 2nd and announce he has a new contract starting up in 2026. That would be a horrible idea for him. He wants to milk this. Like Opie was just saying, he does this every 5 years where he milks this. I don't know, Robin. I don't know if they want us here anymore. I think we can get a better offer somewhere else. He's constantly like stringing people along and then he resigns. Why? If the contract is up at the end of this year, would he on September 2nd go on his show and go, the deal's done, we're going to be here for another 5 years or whatever? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Adam, I'm sorry. I took over there. You tell me, what are your thoughts?
That's all of it. That's pretty much it. On top of him not realizing that this was some source in radio and journalism that he had that used to go to him for information, maybe he would go to for info, that he has just completely burned by A, not responding, and B, reading all of this smugly on the air for everyone to hear. Like, all that guy is thinking is, okay, I'm not going to reach out to Opie again for anything ever. This is not a big
source. Thanks for scooping me, you idiot.
Yeah. And
I was asking if you want to participate in this article, and then you just use that to scoop me?
Yep.
Cool, man. Thanks.
And maybe it's not even real. If it was one of two options, he's going to resign or he's not, this is what I might do to find out. I might go to a party and say, hey, you heard he's resigning? What'd you hear? Yeah. And then if they say, you heard that? Where'd you hear that? Or they go, yeah. This is what reporters do. And he's not aware of any of it. It's just all over his head. He thinks it's a Christmas gift that was just like left for him to hoard over other people and gloat with.
This is hysterical. This is actually one of the funnier things that Opie has ever done. He doesn't even realize what he's doing.
And just like Stuttering John's live shows, the chat really and the audience are ruling this whole thing, and they step in right here with the best way to switch topics.
Couple wrinkles in the face, couple wrinkles on the shirt.
Oh, the chat from JFK Head Junk, $2. Did you get that shirt out of the hamper? So this is after Opie just dropped this big news about Howard Stern. He's the only guy who has the info.
It gets even better.
Yeah.
Couple wrinkles in the face, couple wrinkles on the shirt. It's all good. It's all good. Anthony owns you. Okay, thank you, sir. Whatever the fuck that means, you weirdo. All right, let's get rid of that guy. But that's the big news.
Whatever that means. I don't even know.
I don't think you can laugh that off and also block someone.
Yeah.
Right? It's one or the other. I don't care about what you have to say. Get the fuck out of here and never come back. It's not a good strategy from my standpoint.
It's a lot of energy for something that he doesn't care at all about. And I just love how he really feels like he's like moving the audience in this direction. And they're just like, nope, we're right here. You're not changing anything. And not to be outdone with this burning bridges thing, he goes on to really hit some Stuttering John talking points and placing blame specifically for all of his life's and career's disappointments.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. You know, like, there was a time Opie and Anthony were the heir apparents to Howard Stern. I know, laugh. Please laugh, because I get it. I get it. I see what I'm doing now. I understand. But there was a time that we were the heir apparents, and they don't treat anybody that has talent over there with respect. They don't take care of their people. Their business philosophy is as simple as this: take care of Howard, and no one else fucking matters. And of course, they padded that a little bit in recent years and changed it a little bit, and they've given some giant contracts to a few people over there. So
Yeah. So your point's completely wrong.
Right.
Because of the Caller Daddy and all the other Smartless and all the other shows that they're throwing all this money, Conan O'Brien, they're throwing all this money at. But Opie's experience is that they're giving all the money to Howard.
From how many years ago? How long ago was this?
So he stopped working for SiriusXM in 2018.
Okay.
2017.
There you go.
2018 is when he started this podcast. 2017.
And his big insider connection at Sirius is a reporter fishing for info, and he's gloating about it. Listen, Morbid, you know that podcast? It's a true crime one.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest ones in the world. They just signed to Sirius like this week.
Yeah.
They are making so much money. If they didn't offer them a great deal, they wouldn't take it. They own it. It's theirs. If Sirius wasn't being really nice to them, they wouldn't go there. You have no idea what you're talking about, Opie.
They actually spend money like idiots, if you ask me.
A lot of money on names, on proven entities. Anything that's been proven.
Before they merged with XM, I remember Howard bitching about the contract with Oprah to have the Oprah channel. I was like, why are they paying all this fucking money to Oprah? What is she? She's not a radio personality.
Well, you get Gayle King, though, with that. Come on.
Yeah,
that's
they
awesome.
did. But this is, so Opie's point is completely pointless.
Given some giant contracts to a few people over there, so I have to adjust that. But I can only speak for when we were there, and we were told we were the second, most popular show, and they just simply treated us like crap. And as soon as we effed up, they couldn't wait to get rid of us, and they crushed my career.
Oh no!
So congratulations to SiriusXM on that for crushing my career. So you can take care of Howard and his stupid ego.
They treated them like shit. They had a channel named after them. It was the Opie and Anthony channel on SiriusXM. I don't know what he's talking about here.
No matter how bad it was, I don't think it's as bad as sitting on your porch railing about the two big father figures in your life, Howard Stern and Anthony, because that's all you're talking about in this an hour and a half long stream. And if you saw a picture of yourself doing that when you were back there, you would do whatever it took to not end up like this.
Yeah. The idea that he's blaming other people for his failures in broadcasting shows me that he's learned nothing.
Of course.
This is a guy who claims he went to therapy, claims he's worked on himself. There is not a therapist in the world that just be like, which is the executive's fault because...
Right. So you got your camera and you got into that stall in the bathroom and you took a picture because the powers that be were what to you?
Right.
It's a choice you made. And you really haven't learned anything because other people seem to have landed on their feet. Maybe it took some time, but they did it. You could maybe follow that path instead of screaming into this camera. And just when you think things can't get any lower, Ron the waiter comes in.
You We were supposed to replace Howard at Sirius XM. We were gonna fill that slot. What has happened?
All right, why don't you relax
I've already,
a little bit, Ronnie?
I've already made some major financial purchases.
Hopefully a mattress. There, Ronnie.
That's too expensive. No, I swear to God, I thought we were gonna slide in.
I think you need to. Lower your expectations a little bit, okay? A little bit, Ronnie.
Wasn't Opie going to give Ronnie a used mattress at one point?
Yes.
Yep. He said that a long time ago. And
Ronnie is always coming in hot. Whenever Opie brings him on, whatever Opie was just talking about, Ronnie's just like, like that annoying dog in the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Just like, oh, Jesus Christ, who let this fucking guy in?
I feel like Opie tells him to do it. He mentions at some point during this stream that he has a list. He assigns him to put a list together of 10 things that they should talk about, but they never get to those topics because he just likes putting this guy to work. And Ron points out that Opie is wearing a collared shirt, which is rare and new for him. And
That's true.
Opie has a good reason why he's cleaning up.
That actually is probably a very expensive shirt. Those are those Hampton Fire Island shirts. Probably cost that little wrinkly fucking shirt probably costs $75. That's a beach shirt. It matches your hair. It matches your skin tone.
I got people around me and they're like, hey, we're trying to like help you out and maybe get you to the next level. Can you clean up a little bit? I'm like, God, all right. So I got a wrinkled collared shirt on today, and 2 days in a row I put shampoo in my hair.
Yeah.
He always says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
He washes hair 2 days in a row because the powers that be, this fake agent that he has, it's just like, dude, we can't land you a gig. You look like shit.
Yeah, Ron's doing great. Can you clean yourself up a little?
and I'm going to be a douche again, but $75 for a shirt is, Ron's like, that's probably a really expensive shirt. Like, I don't know, $75? Like,
just say 100.
I mean, come on, man. He's so poor, this guy.
And so which one is it? Is it the powers that be that ruined his career and left him destitute and in this situation? Or is it as he describes? It's a choice that he's making. They want him to clean up and do a proper show, but he's just a punk bad boy. You can't tell him what to do. You might think this is something that happened to him and he's a victim because he just said it, but actually it's what he's saying now. It's a choice, man. I could turn it on if I wanted to. Just don't want
Opie, can you wash your hair and wear a collared shirt? Oh, jeez, I guess.
2 days in a row. Chris, do you remember that voice that used to be on his other radio show where it's Opie Radio Podcast?
I sure
It's
do,
like he's doing an impression of that guy's voice.
Opie Radio.
Yeah. It's like he's stuck in somewhere between that and Ron. I don't know why he's talking like that. But as he's made clear, if there's anything that Opie knows well, it's Howard Stern and it's Anthony Cumia.
Hold on, I'm going to address something here. Opie hates Trump because Anthony likes him. Okay, listen to me. There's no way. I'm telling you right now, I don't keep tabs on Anthony. I don't watch his shit at all. I don't listen to him on his little radio show on the weekends. But there's no effing way that Anthony likes Trump. There's a zero chance. Because Trump used to call our show all the time. There's actual proof of this. And we thought he did great radio, but we also thought he was full of shit back in the day. So there's no way that Anthony would turn and all of a sudden, lap up to Trump. There's no effing way.
I saw Anthony in the chat earlier. Is this true, Anthony? You don't like Trump because of private conversations you had with Opie after he would call into the show?
Opie would know. I don't really need confirmation on that from anyone. I think he would know the guy.
There he is, Anthony. I love Trump. I knew he'd be here for us. Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about? Opie knows everything about this guy he hasn't talked to seriously in 10 years. Okay.
And that he doesn't care about.
Right. That makes sense.
But if you're doubting
So
his
passionate about
credentials,
it, too.
no,
Yeah.
you should hear right here. He offers up his he explains the new geopolitical landscape.
Okay.
So don't doubt.
I said this yesterday. I'm an old school American, Ron. Are you an old school American or a new school American?
Well, I don't even know what the fuck the difference is. What's that mean?
I'll tell you what the difference is.
All right, go ahead.
Old school Americans like myself, you got to be a little older for this, right? We are against Russia and Putin. New school Americans are for Putin and Russia.
That's it. That's it.
What?
Are you too slow to understand that? You don't get that?
I am. I'm not following this at all.
That's it. That's how we vote. It's just that one foreign policy issue, and we're done. That is.
I
America.
did write in Putin when I voted for the president last time. He was my
See?
writing candidate.
What does Ron say after this? Oh,
so stupid. These guys are fucking idiots.
You spoke too soon, because right here in this next clip, Opie has a brilliant moment of clarity.
Huh?
If we were on Sirius XM, we could talk about all that, right?
Oh my God, of course.
All right, so let's go. Get Howard out. I thought we were in.
Dude, I just trashed the management at Sirius XM. You think my phone's going to ring today?
Once again.
Do you understand I'm the problem, Ron?
I know.
When are you
You're self-sabotaging yourself.
Yeah, when are you going to figure it out?
You need to get into therapy, man.
I've done therapy.
Get your money back.
I've done therapy, but this is the fun stuff when you go, screw it. The management over there did suck. And yes, I burn all the bridges. And yes, I'm fucking the problem. Yes, yes, and yes.
Yep.
Wow. It all came out all of a sudden. That was interesting.
It's amazing. What's amazing is not that he said that. What's amazing is that if I were to chat in $50, hey man, did you ever think that sometimes you get in your own way and you're the problem? How do you think he'd respond, Chris?
Block.
Yep.
I'll take your $50 and you're blocked.
Yeah.
And a long monologue as to why I'm full of shit and have no idea what I'm talking about. But go back to explaining Ant's politics to us because we need your help with that.
Yes, he's got it all figured out. I love that. I did therapy. I'm all fixed now.
I'm done. I got my degree.
I did it. I graduated therapy.
Yeah, I won.
Now, what's interesting is what you guys were talking about on Saturday, because I'm curious to see how he's going to own this, which is he is very clearly Opie buying views. But I don't know if Ron is quite aware of how that works. So he's so excited about the new numbers.
Yeah.
Just look at something, Ron.
Yeah, how did we do today?
I don't know.
The numbers are big. Listen, when you bring in the big dog, we talk thousands.
Oh, damn. That's a number.
That's what I'm saying. When you bring in the big dog.
That's a number.
What is it? I can't see it.
We've had about 16,000 people check out this live stream today, Ron.
Opie, I just want to say something to you.
Oh,
yesterday, without the big dog Ronnie, you had 10,000 views. Already we got 16,000. We're not even fucking finished. Huh?
You're
welcome. You're welcome.
We're just about finished.
This is crazy. And as you alluded to, Adam, if you become a member on Patreon or YouTube, you can see the full episode we did with Anthony on Saturday where a viewer sent in proof that Opie is buying views. We had all the data. He connected all the data points. We showed it on the screen. Opie is definitely buying views. He went from 300 people watching total after the show has been posted and been up for a little while to now there's 16,000 people? Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
And now it's possible that someone's buying views for him. I've seen that happen to other channels where people will fuck with someone and buy views for them.
And it's possible it has to do with the big dog.
It's definitely not. That's not possible. It's not because Ron the waiter is there. That's the least possible thing going on here.
It's really sad because it's like old man stuff where they think they know the internet, but young people know it better. Like young people see it very clearly. They don't need, you're not fooling anybody. Opie, if this hour and a half has 17,000 views, but the clip isolated just about you announcing the Howard Stern info has 500 views, we know something's up. And it's not real, and I pray he's buying it and knows, because if he finds out this isn't real, he's going to be devastated.
Yeah, you're right. That would be a bummer because he thinks he's caught on to something. He's gone to this vertical video format too, which I find obnoxious. Yeah. That's not helping anything, but I think maybe he's pretending that's why he's getting all these views now. Like, YouTube is rewarding him to be phone friendly. Oh, in case you didn't know, I have a phone. Be phone friendly.
Show off.
Yeah, I know.
The way you were holding it was so cool. I wish I could watch the show like that. That would be.
Yeah, can you imagine watching Opie?
I bet that's full of tea.
I'm going to spill it later on. Stick around for that. All right, this is where things get fucking crazy.
Yes.
This is where Ron starts spilling information about his life. Now, Opie could care less about it. Opie is not a friend. He does not give a shit. But Ron is going to start telling you things that I'm shocked that he's spilling this information about his personal life. And any other way to set this up, or should we just get into it?
No, that's it. Perfect.
All right.
You must know, I haven't spoken to my mother in, how long has it been? 4 or 5 years, Steven? I don't know. I haven't spoken to my mother in years because she's at the fucking whack job. And I haven't really spoken or seen my family in probably 2-3 years. Because they're just fucking, they don't, when your family doesn't treat you with respect, the healthiest thing to do is just take yourself out of the situation.
I couldn't agree more. There are people that say life is too short and all that, but I haven't talked to my mom in about 6 or 7 years. And I had to put up,
you and I have that in common too.
I had to put up extreme boundaries. And when you talk about this stuff, honestly, you realize there's so many people out there that could relate to this shit.
Yeah.
There are people that are supposed to be the closest to you.
That's right.
That fuck you up the most. And it gets to a point where you have to put up a major fucking wall, a major boundary, and you got to move on. It's not easy. It kind of sucks, but it's the best thing to do. And that's what I chose to do about 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah. So you and I have several things in common. We our mothers are still alive and we don't speak to them. And we got that virgin thing going for us now.
Is Rod the waiter a virgin?
We learn now.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Why would that be his go-to thing that he said?
It was very weird.
That was odd that he's like, it's something we have in common. Never seen a vagina before.
To further that argument, I don't know if you caught really in the beginning of that clip, he was like, is that right, Steven?
Yeah.
To his roommate, Steven.
Oh.
Now, we've seen his house and the mattress, his apartment.
It's not great. It's very small.
It never occurred to me that there was also a roommate in there.
I think I knew that. It's not great.
Just for the record, I reached out to him and I told him I would buy him a mattress. Just give me your address. And he liked it and he followed me back and he did not ask for the mattress. But I told him I would just buy him one, that I didn't think it was cool. And this was so long ago. So to turn into this stream and to have Opie still talking about sending him that mattress was like heartbreaking. He's not kidding. It's not a bit, Ron.
Adam, you were going to buy him a new mattress, not just give him like an old one you don't use anymore?
Well, I didn't tell him exactly. I just said it would be different. We'd send him something. That's what I said. It would be better than what he had.
I can't think of anything worse than a used mattress. We were on Dabble Point. We were watching Joey C. He bought a storage shed that someone abandoned. And the first thing in there...
Why would you buy an abandoned one?
Well, whatever. And the first thing in there is a mattress. I'm like... the fuck what's a used mattress? That's the grossest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
And then you remembered Ron.
And then I thought of my buddy Ron, who could use any mattress because this is totally disgusting. All right, so you just saw there that Ron's trying to open up. I don't talk to my mom anymore. I've shut out members of my family. Opie makes it about him immediately. So Ron's going to take another stab at like making it about him for a minute. So maybe he could discuss what's going on with his family dynamic.
And then her husband said to me, so, what are you going to be, like a waiter the rest of your life? It looks like this acting thing's not going to work out. So what, are you just going to be a waiter? Looks like maybe you should do something else.
Oh, so you had jealous relatives too.
Jealous?
So,
yeah, at weddings.
Okay, Opie's going to make this about him, but I have to pause it right here. Oh, you had jealous relatives too? No, they're taunting him for being a loser.
Yeah, they're roasting him to his face.
Right. There isn't a homeless guy in Manhattan who's jealous of Rob the waiter's lifestyle. What is he talking about? Okay, moving on.
I had an aunt. Hey, Mr. DJ, why don't you go up there and show him how it's done?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fucking dehumanized me in front of the entire family. I'm one of the biggest radio shows in America. But yeah, I should go up there and show the fucking wedding DJ how it's done. And then she would look around like this.
So Opie again made that all about him.
Yup, every time.
Ron was trying to open up about something that's going on with his family dynamic and what's going on with him. Opie's uncomfortable. He doesn't want to talk about what a loser Ron is. That's the sense I'm getting. He's just like, dude, if you go too far with this, I'm going to start feeling bad for you, and the audience is going to feel bad for you. Please stop.
Also doesn't like being lumped in with Ron, and Ron's like, oh, that's something we have in common too.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
Yep, and he keeps looking to the left and looking to the right, hoping nobody heard this.
He's got his own Steve in there. He's like, huh?
All right, you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah, this might get a little convoluted, but if you stick with it, it's really worth it.
It really is. And Adam found these clips, and I was pulling them today, and I was flabbergasted, a word I don't use very often on this show. Yeah, but I was flabbergasted by this shit.
I would call this clip, if you like Rob Saul, then you'll love.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So, like, I have nobody else.
Right.
And literally, the only people I have are fucking literally shitting on me.
Right.
And I just kept my mouth shut. And it was for my father's sister. It was the 80th birthday of Tova's mother, Lois, my father's sister.
Dude, you lost me a long fucking time ago. What does this have to do with Thanksgiving? Like, what is going on?
That's what I'm saying.
Why did I ask you this
to the point
question?
So I was there 3 years ago for her 80th birthday. And it was the trip was so bad.
Thank you for getting back on track, Stephen King. Thank you.
What an asshole.
So I didn't speak. So after that, I just cut them off. I literally blocked them.
Opie's showing a chat right now that just says Z's going across. So he's paying no mind to his friend who's trying to spill his guts about something real in his life. But let's find out what it is.
All right. So, all right. I got it. Long story short, on Thanksgiving, she took her life.
Wait, what? Who? Your cousin?
My father's sister.
Oh, your father's sister.
Lois Berman, Tova's mother.
Right.
3 years ago, out of spite, took her own life on Thanksgiving, just to fuck with everybody. Just to fuck with everybody. Just so everyone else would not have a good time.
All right, it did take him a while to get there, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you might want to explore a little bit with your buddy Ron.
Yeah. It seems like Ron needs someone to talk to, and you could maybe listen to him instead of trying to one-up him in this, like, Olympics of horror.
Yeah. So let's see how Opie responds to that tragic story that he just heard. I would imagine like a true friend, like, oh, shit, I didn't know you were going through that, buddy. I'm here for you.
I was going to say that's insanely selfish. And now, Ron, I get mad at your past. I get mad at your dad for allowing you to live in the attic with the stepmom because she didn't want you in the regular house. That pisses me the fuck off when you were a kid. And now this pisses me off. I'm breaking fucking character right now, Ron. That is insanely selfish.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks for that, Opie. I'm glad you're angry on my behalf.
He let him know how it made him feel.
Yeah. Cool.
And then talked over him to say that. Do you understand that all of these things that Ron's saying about being emasculated and humiliated and condescended to, he's talking to you. All these people that he needs to put up boundaries with and that put him down and goes too far, that's you. And you just keep doubling down on everything he's saying and not realizing it.
Yeah, he's not absorbing the information that's coming to him at all.
No, he's competing with them and embarrassed for him.
Yep.
That's what he's doing. And looking to see his neighbors don't hear this guy's tale of woe so he can share his. He is the neighborhood hero.
Right.
And now Ron really takes it a step further. If you thought that was bad, it just gets even worse.
Then she said at the table, she never once said, I'm sorry, Ronnie, your father. All she said was, fuck him. He was a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. She made it about her, and she said he was the worst brother I ever had in my life. I'm glad he's fucking dead. he sexually molested me. I'm like, this is all happening when my father died. Not once like, Ronnie, I'm so sorry.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Fuck him. Your father was a piece of shit.
All right. Now you're speaking there's a ton of people that have been checking this out today. You're speaking their language. We all have someone in our family like that.
Opie is in radio mode.
Yeah.
Ron just said, my dad passed away, and his sister told me that he sexually molested her growing up.
That's fantastic. Do you have any dates you want to plug? Where are you going to be?
And Opie goes, let's go to the phone lines. Who else had their dad molest their aunts? Let's talk about it. Sure, everyone's got stories like this, right? That's fucking crazy. I know. What's wrong with this idiot?
Ron's just looking for a human being to talk to. And Opie's like, nope, not me. Find somebody else.
He said, you're speaking their language.
Speaking their language? What? When he said, Dad died, and the aunt says, yeah, he sexually molested me, I went, whoa, that's a record scratch moment. And Opie just plows right through like, yeah, man, everyone's got problems. Moving on. What? All right, maybe everyone's had this experience. It's just me.
I hope not. I really hope not. I hope this isn't the regular 2 for Tuesday bit. Because Opie, you think it's Ron that's dragging things down, but it's really Opie, because after all of this that goes on for a very long time about all these horrible family things that have happened to him, he explains that, so Thanksgiving's coming back. He called this relative that he doesn't speak to, that he's completely ghosted for years, and he basically talks to them enough that they're like, will you want to come to Thanksgiving this year? Nice. And he is considering the invite. Let's see how this goes.
If you're not going to come up, the way she said it too is like, hey, if you're not going to come up for the summer, at least come up for Thanksgiving. Just like that. And I was like, man, that's pretty blunt and right to the point.
All right.
So I said, fuck it. I will see you in November.
All right.
And then she responded with, don't say it and not do it. Like, if you're going to do it, like, this would be like, you don't understand how excited this makes me, how happy this makes me. The girls will be excited. Please don't make a promise and not come up. I said, I will be there 100%. And she said, you've made my fucking day. The girls are going to, so all right, I'm going back.
All right. It's a great story to end this, but God, a little fucking wordy. Don't you think?
It's a little wordy. I'll be honest with you. You can edit it later.
I decided to see how you do without me fucking interrupting and crafting this into something.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
What a giant. By the way, Doggy's in the background. I'm very excited about that. I thought we lost Doggy. So that's the good news.
If that is the original Doggy.
Who knows?
We don't know. We don't know.
Wow. After all of that, he goes, and it's come 360. I'm going to go back and celebrate Thanksgiving again after all this trauma we've been through as a family and going through all this shit. Nobody goes, this story's taking way too long. I can't have it. I'm the only one directing you correctly, and I need to be directing you at all times.
He hates when it gets real negative. He hates when it gets positive. He just hates anything and everything. And all Ron wants is a friend to validate him, and Opie will not do it. And if you watch Opie, when Ron is telling him this kind of positive ending, he looks exactly like Brendan Schaub when Brian Kalem is trying to explain to him something he just asked. Like, he can't hear it. He's not listening. He's just waiting for the guy to stop because he is not comfortable with this guy being happy and having relationships fixed or some kind of future. He needs this guy to be beneath him, and it shows you just how low Opie feels. If that's not low enough for him, he has to keep pushing it down. So after all that, when given the chance to finally reciprocate with something, here's what Opie offers him.
What? Is that why your mother was a narcissist?
Yeah, sure. I would. Well, yeah, sure. She had she had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I try to remember she also had a lot of great qualities, but that makes for boring radio. Listen to me. I would invite you over for Thanksgiving.
But you got ticks, bro. No, go ahead.
We made a rule that we don't allow red dots in our house. So
what does that mean? I'm not Indian. What does that mean?
Huh?
I'm not Indian. What does that mean, red dots?
Oh, you've never checked the app, have you?
Do you get it? Do you get the joke?
I honestly don't. What is he talking about?
Do you want to guess?
I mean, I would guess it's like the neighborhood that he lives in.
Yeah.
So Opie is saying, these are the neighborhoods where I don't want to have any friends.
He's saying you're a sex predator. and you have a red dot in that
Oh,
app.
shit. Oh.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that.
That's the joke.
Wow. Okay. That got real dark. So after Ron is obviously given all of his family secrets and all this information, Opie's talked about his mom at length on the Opie Anthony show and beyond. And he goes, what about your mom? Like, she is a narcissist, right? He's just like, I don't know. She's all right. Thanks, man. All right.
It's
fine.
the
We're not
first
friends.
time
I get
I've
it.
ever heard him say something nice about his mom
Right.
when his friend's trying to relate to him in some way. And he's got to...
Opie's basically saying, like, we're not friends at this level. I'm not talking to you about this. I don't know why you talk to me about this stuff, because this is not our friendship.
Yeah, because when I do it, it's a bit. You're just a sad guy who lives with a roommate. When I do it, I'm just joking for radio. That's what he implied. So the next time he asks for sympathy on that, I can't wait to jump in the chat and remind him that it's all just a bit, right?
We have one more clip.
This is my favorite one. Thank you for bearing with all of this. I know it's a lot, but I think it's very, very satisfying when we finally get to this last moment where Opie is pretending, he's like cosplaying as this coach who's giving Ron life lessons. Ron does it in return, and we'll see how he handles it.
You can't let these people win, bro.
I know. And
you
it's
gotta
also
go there and have the best Thanksgiving of your life. Why
Bro,
are
it's
you
also-
sitting alone on Thanksgiving?
I
Because this
know.
fucking lady tried to ruin a holiday for everybody.
Well, no, and also we gotta allow the healing, man. We gotta allow healing.
I understand.
And by the way, she did say to me, like, Ron, like, you just cutting me off and blah 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 is like, it's a form of cruelty, and it is. That's a form of cruelty as well. So I'm definitely remorseful. But when someone's trying to reach out to you and you're like, you don't respond, that's hurtful.
Sure.
That's cruel, and I'm not proud of that.
All right, Ron, we gotta go.
What an asshole. He's exhausted by this guy.
Could it be, Opie, that maybe the people that you've pushed aside and ghost and don't talk to, maybe there's another way of going about it with this holiday season coming up? Yeah, okay, goodbye.
Whatever. I don't want to deal with this right now. I've already done therapy. I told you that. We're not doing this.
Yeah, I aced that. I got a great grade. Why are we still talking about this?
Brilliant segment. That was like 2 different parts to Opie. So much going on right there. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you
for pulling that together. We have the return of Tapoka Dabbler with Cardiff. We have Is It Gay with Megan coming up. Maybe some comments and reviews, some voicemails. But first, I do want to thank the people who are supporting the show. We have had well over 1,200 people in here consistently watching tonight. We thank you all for being here with us live. And we thank N-Word Fsler for going to supertip.gg/WATP.
What? No weather talk? Go screw. Unsubscribe.
Oh, yeah. We didn't get the weather today. My bad.
Sorry about the AC, honey. I had to enhance my channel by buying votes, or start cracking windows.
Yeah, maybe that's where his budget is going, is buying views now. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast.
Hey, Ron, this soap opera is boring, but the callers seem to like it. Any other family tragedies I can interrupt and ridicule you over?
Perfect.
It's so accurate.
Well said. Stewie Felt. Ronnie's life is like a live-action Bakshi cartoon. Did I pronounce that correctly? Well, I don't know what a Bakshi cartoon is.
Take your word for it.
God damn it. I should have let you read that one.
I didn't know.
Is that the dude that did Fritz the Cat? Ralph?
Should have let you read that one.
All right. Sorry.
Stewie Felt coming in. The source was Big J. Okerson, LOL. James Q. Legend coming in. Big J. Okerson makes his victims pray. Maybe it was pay. Tony Baloney. Evening, y'all. Nice to catch you live now and then. Evening to you, Tony Baloney.
Yeah, thanks, Tony Baloney. Thanks for being here.
Jay Wolfenstein. PSA, Ron the Waiter is 2 times as annoying at 1.25 speed, 7 times more annoying at 1.5 speed, and weirdly not annoying at 2 times the speed because you can't understand him at all. Try it. You will thank me later.
I'll never forget, we were down in Largo preparing for our live show, and Tuki's there with us in the Airbnb. And we're all sitting around on computers, like pulling clips and getting shit ready. And Rocco's just cracking up next to me because he was doing the Opie segment. He's like, Opie at 2x speed is fucking hilarious because he's just constantly like just.
It was when he was doing the big steering wheel.
So yeah, there's something to that.
There is.
Gilman coming in with the super sticker. Thank you, Gilman. Jay Wolfenstein. Wow, now I feel bad for that super chat. Jesus, Ron.
Yeah. It got bad.
Adam, you're sick. That is all. Thank you, Jay Wolfenstein. That is true. Jay Wolfenstein again, sick. It is still true.
It's
Correct.
not Adam's fault. We cover Opie, and this is what he's talking about on his show. So it's not Adam's fault. It was
his beat.
All right. At this time, I want to bring on our review girls. Of course, we have patiently waiting backstage. Annie is here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Annie. And Megan is here as well. What's up, Megan?
Hello, hello.
Good to see you. Now, it's been a while since we've poked a Dabbler. We've been playing 2 minutes with Tom for a while, but, with the lawsuit. Oh, you guys haven't heard about that? With the lawsuit that's going on, Cardiff thought that it was necessary to bring back the Stuttering John game, and I agreed with him. So let's all get ready to play to poke a Dabbler.
It's time for the return of everyone's favorite new game show, To Poke a Dabbler. What do you say, Carl? And co-hosts, not including Adam Bush. Are you ready to poke a Dabbler?
I think so.
I talked to my attorney yesterday. He called me. He said, John, don't talk about this lawsuit with this corporation. It's best you don't say anything. So I'm not going to say anything. He said, we are going full steam ahead, and this will happen. And I will go on shows eventually when the lawsuit is announced. And I have proof of all the information, including the perpetrator and, everything. Just trust me. Everything. So that'll happen soon, but he doesn't want me to talk about any details in the lawsuit right now. So I'm not going to go on any shows right now. I'm waiting until the lawsuit is filed, and then he said then we'll readdress if you want to go public with it, but it will be for a large amount of money. And also,
what did John say next? Here are your choices. Number 1, to get traction. B, I want an apology for the lies and slander. Next, maybe even his house. 4, to cease and desist all defamatory activities. And lastly, to protect the LGBTQ community. To poke a Dabbler.
Oh, this is a tough one. I don't even know which lawsuit he's talking about on this. And I'm a historian of Stuttering John.
Doesn't really matter.
I can't tell by his hand sores what era of John this is.
Yeah, or his hair.
All right. I always go first in this game. So I'm going to say that it is 4, to cease and desist all defamatory activities. I don't know why I think that. In fact, I already doubt myself. What do you say, Adam Bush?
It does sound like his kind of wording, though. I get that. Maybe even his house. I'll just go with that.
All right. I like that one. Annie?
I'm also going with next, maybe the house.
Megan, what do you think?
I was thinking 4 also, because it seems safe.
Okay. Producer Chris?
I went with the house.
Oh, wow. We got all of our eggs in 2 baskets.
Yep.
God damn you, Cardiff. Let's see.
So I'm not going to go on any shows right now. I'm waiting until the lawsuit is filed, and then he said then we'll readdress if you want to go public with it, but it will be for a large amount of money, and also to protect the LGBTQ.
Oh my God!
No fucking way! That was the one I thought definitely couldn't be it.
Oh no!
Holy shit! Oh wow!
There's a laughing potato out there.
I knew that was there for a reason.
God
but
damn! So that wasn't any of the lawsuits I was thinking of then. Holy shit.
But it was the correct sore on his hand. We got that right.
Oh, wow.
To protect the LGBTQ community and the African American community.
Oh, whoa.
The transgender community. I mean, the amount of
The
horseshit
people in your neighborhood.
that
How does a lawsuit do any of these things? Holy shit.
is going on.
Because it'll put you in
And-
prison, and then you can never make fun of these people again.
This can't be about me, Andy. I'm not the one harming trans people. I mean, I say mean things to you offline, but other than that.
Yeah, but the blacks are pissed.
You know, and I always talk too much, but we have screenshots of all this shit. Everything.
And
Fucking
Photoshop.
Scrub all you want. We
Yeah.
have everything.
That's all for this time.
What?
Come back next time to find out
Cardiff.
if you
Wow.
are man enough
I'm not.
to poke a dabbler. Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog.
Well played, my potato friend. Well played. All right. And now I feel bad. I feel defeated.
Come on, let's get gay.
I feel like when Aaron Imholt doesn't get the goal, even though he had a really good show, and I'm like, I had a great show, but I couldn't poke a dabbler.
It's been a perfect week.
It's been a perfect week until this. I couldn't poke a dabbler. But the good news is we all get to redeem ourselves in a game that I suck at called Is It Gay? And Megan, you run this show. This is where we watch Aaron Imholt set something up, set up a premise, and then we find out whether he thinks it's gay or not, because Aaron has zero comedic talent or creativity, and so everything is just gay. Well, not everything, as we're going to find out. Some things are other things. So we're going to start with round one. And Megan, again, I'm going to let you, you choose who to answer, but mix it up.
All right, I'll mix
All
it
right.
up.
Am I working you too hard?
Just a little.
Okay.
Let's go to Hobo Chili Recipe. Says, Aaron, do you walk around the Renaissance Festival with that stupid fucking Crusaders outfit and a bag of wine? Let me just say this. I would never walk around a Renaissance Festival with a bag of wine.
All right, Carl is walking around a Renaissance Festival. First of all, I've never heard it called a Renaissance Festival. It's a Ren Fair.
Yeah, it's a fair, right.
So that was one thing I was having a problem with. But is carrying a bag of wine at a Ren Fair gay?
Who taught you to be so nitpicky? Oh, you watched the show. Yes, I think definitely that's the definition of gay for Aaron. I would think so.
What do you think, Adam?
I don't see him having another word to describe something like that he doesn't like.
Chris?
Gay.
Annie?
It has to be gay. Otherwise, it's lame, but I'm locking in gay.
Oh, yeah, okay. Could be lame. Let's see.
I would never do that. That's so gay.
Yes!
To walk around a Renaissance Festival with a bag of wine.
I already feel better. You see how quickly this happens?
You have to have a horn. You have to have a horn, though, at a Ren Fair to drink out of.
Yes, not a bag.
That's cool.
Why, is that what you do?
I've been to those things, and people carry the horns with them, and they fill them up with mead, and they drink out of them.
Oh, you're pretending you're not that person. I like that. That was a good move right there. I've seen other people do that, Kyle.
Horns are cooler.
Not me. All right. We all got a point. Round two.
Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says, breaking news, local overnight jock Aaron Imholt supports breast complacency in central Minnesota, saying they are, quote, fine. There you go.
That
There
is the
you
weird.
go.
We got a lot of, but the thing is, there's a lot of fat tits around here. That's what I think skews people. People don't understand. There's two types. There's quality tits and there's fat tits.
dude.
You can have any.
Sorry, that cracked me up. All right. Chris, are fat tits gay?
There are other types of tits, Johnny. But anyway.
No. There's two. There's just two. That's it.
I've seen charts that tell me there's other kinds, but what do I know?
I'm so confused. I'm going to go not gay.
Okay.
What do you think, Annie?
Not gay.
Carl?
It's gay.
Adam?
I'm going to go not gay with this one.
Ooh.
I could get a point.
Anyone who's got just big old
Fat tits are gay.
Ah!
Fat tits are not okay. I will take moderately sized tits.
Sorry, guys.
Over fat tits.
So,
I don't know how that's gay, but okay.
I apologize. I saw Melton play that clip on his show yesterday, so I got to do that one.
Son of a bitch.
And I have the lead now. Yeah, cheating to win. That's the motto on this show. But all right, let's round 3. I'm up 2-1 to 1-1.
Vikings male cheerleader. They showed his first performance. It was on Twitter. And I hope I can find it again. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Okay, here I hope I can find that male cheerleader dance. It's so uncomfortable because we were it was a pretty big topic of conversation at the party when the guys were watching the Vikings game, and we all kind of said the same thing. The cheerleaders that throw the women up into the air and do that, whatever, right?
All right, so we have male cheerleaders now in the NFL dancing with the women. So does Aaron think that's gay? Adam?
Did he just say the guys were watching the Vikings? Is he not one of those guys? Who is he in that mix?
It's always him and his boys. They're all watching preseason Vikings games.
There's we at Steeltoe,
right?
Show,
the whole corporate team,
right?
After their,
it could have been just him sitting by himself watching, and he's with the guys.
No, Slam Piece was there, right?
Gordy was there. He's
She's planning the next Renaissance convention.
Convention. All right, just get to the fucking point.
All right.
Adam.
Yeah, it's gotta be gay, right? It has to be, unless he doesn't know what this word means, which I think is what we've learned. It's gay.
Chris?
I'm going not gay. It's just too obviously gay.
Carl?
Yeah, I think it's a misdirect. I'm going to go not gay as well.
What about you, Annie?
I think it's not gay.
Okay. I'll point out that if this is not gay, Megan's doing a bang-up job finding these clips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a pretty crazy thing. Let's find out.
That's fine.
They're acceptable.
It's so gay.
All right, take all credit away from Megan on that one. Adam just tied it up.
Yeah.
He was right. It just seemed
the false
too
hope
easy.
with it being fine and then it being gay too.
I know. This game has a lot of. It's like an emotional roller coaster for me.
Is gay porn gay?
I'm gonna go with gay. All right, round 4.
It doesn't seem gay to me. It just seems. You asking that seems a little gay.
Round 4.
Little tough. All right, nope, we're good.
I don't get naked to urinate.
No, but like I said,
although
like,
somebody did just write his shirt's on backwards, and I did grab it. I'm like, what?
Well, like I said, once you know what happens when certain things happen. Now we play look for the signs. Like I was about to say, did you put an extra button up on the shirt? I thought we were undone by
not.
2.
I was not. I always button the bottom button.
Is taking your clothes off to go to the bathroom gay? Annie?
Yeah, but he says no. It's not gay.
Okay.
Carl?
I'm gonna say he doesn't think it's gay, but I'm with Annie on this one. I'm gonna also say no.
Adam?
Well, I mean, not the way I do it. I'm sure the way he does it is gay, but when I do it, it's fucking cool. I'm gonna say it's not gay.
All right, I'm going gay. I want a point.
It's like Butters with his pants all the way down to his
Yeah.
ankle at the urinal. New South Park tonight.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Finally.
All right.
Always button the bottom one.
See, I don't like that I'm being that hyper vigilant either.
I don't
it makes
like
me
that.
feel gay.
Yeah, it is. No, it's very gay.
It's totally gay. I know it's gay.
It bothers me.
I don't want it to happen.
Prove it.
It
Prove
bothers me deeply.
You know, there was a misdirect there, Megan. I'm going to call you out on this. It was him paying attention to what Aaron's clothing looked like that was gay. It wasn't taking your clothes off to use the bathroom.
You can't take this victory away from me.
I'll have to write some notes next time as to what exactly, because when I've been watching these clips, the way that he talks, it's like 3 different things coming out of his mouth at once. There's all these thoughts going through his head, and they just kind of all spill out together.
It's almost like it's not cohesive, and he doesn't run a show very well.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a challenge, but
you're doing a great job. I didn't mean to criticize you in front of everyone. What's the score? What do we got here? It's round 5 we got coming up.
Yeah, so it's a 3-way tie. Only Annie is lacking.
Oh, Annie, you're not in our 3-way. I'm sorry. It's disappointing. All right, round 5. Let's go.
It's a way better name. I think people remember it that way. I think a lot of people still call them that. I think a lot of people still slip up a lot and they go, "Oh yeah, we're playing the Redskins, the fucking Commanders." Ugh. But it wasn't really the craziest part about it was never the Native American communities that were mad about it. 09 Canyon says the Redskins logo wasn't cartoonish at all. It looked good. But I mean, you still got the Blackhawks, you still got the Braves. The Indians became the Guardians, and that.
Oh, I almost did pause at the time, it sounds like.
All right. Again, there's a lot of thoughts coming out of his mouth.
And Megan's like, "Oh shit, I don't remember what he's calling gay."
In a nutshell, going from the Indians to Guardians, is that gay? Chris?
Oh. No.
Carl?
I think everything's gay in this round. Everything's been gay so far. I'm going gay. I'm seeing the trend.
Adam?
I mean, either way, I think the Native American people are so proud and happy to have Aaron representing them on this. Yeah. Having him on those front lines for them, it just like feels right. I'm going to say not gay.
Annie?
Not gay.
Oh, so I'm alone on this one, huh? All right, I can take the lead.
The Guardians, and that's named after their fucking bridge, which is gay.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes! It's fucking victory. My first time, I believe, winning this game.
Which is gay.
No, it's actually the straightest thing I've ever done. Winning this game. Holy shit. Well, do you want to play the bonus just for S's and G's?
Mm-hmm.
There's always a round 6 on here, and I'd hate to leave it off.
I try to make the bonus a little funnier, so.
Okay. All right, good. Because I was going to say I could leave this for the next time so you don't do as much work, but I'm like, nah. Let's just play. Let's just burn it. Burn it right now for the people playing at home.
Atomic Ray says PS5 owners save their drink bottles for piss chugs. Yeah, Mr. Imus and I are in perfect harmony on this. Adults who play video games are the problem in this country. Lazy losers living in fantasy world. Right. It's like people who do nothing all day but watch drama podcasts and then write about it.
All right. We went from video game losers to people who listen to drama podcasts again. Okay. Are listening to drama podcasts gay?
And then writing about it.
Right.
Yeah. I assume he's talking about Reddit.
Adam.
He's wearing headphones and glasses, staring into a screen for hours in his basement all day long. And he's going to judge people that play video games and think he's better than them. It is many, many horrible things.
Welcome to Aaron's world. Yes.
I play video games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're not.
It's all the same thing. You're looking at a screen with your headphones on, isolated in a basement. It's fine. You could do great things. You could do waste your time. Either way, none of it's gay. That's what I'm saying.
All right. What do you think, Carl?
I'm going to go with gay.
Annie?
I think it's gay.
Chris?
Gay.
I don't want your support. I don't need your support.
It's crazy to me.
Oh, shit. That was
crazy.
The misdirect. All right. Well,
I said crazy.
I think I think Adam just tied me up. I should
Yeah,
not have gone to that.
That is true.
That's not great for me. I was celebrating a victory over here. And now we've lost the entire show just because of that. So disappointing. Do we have any new comments on Spotify, Megan, that you can read for us? Because
Yes.
on Spotify now you can comment on individual episodes. People are taking advantage of that for some reason. So what's going on over there?
We have 3 comments from last week's episode 647. We have one from Patrick Hopt. For the Is It Gay game/segment, please do Owen Benjamin. Everything is gay to him, and he convinces/justifies baths over showers. Take any subject, both sides are gay or not. It's entertaining.
All right. Good suggestion. We don't really cover Owen Benjamin on the show, but take that into account.
We have one from Gerund32. Great show. Still not long enough. That's what she said. Seriously, though, great show.
God, these shows have been going on way too long, in my opinion. But thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And then from the great Sea Moose. I love my best friend in the whole world, Adam Bush.
I love you too.
It's getting parasocial over there on Spotify. That's fun.
This is real. Don't ruin it for me.
nothing bad could happen from having parasocial relationships with people.
It's just two men falling in love in real life. What's the problem?
Yeah, you might get pants in the mail, so watch out for that.
Oh, you're right. God damn it.
Annie, do we have any new reviews coming in?
Yeah, I have a couple from Apple Podcasts. That's where most of them come in.
Nice.
First one comes in from Bingus Mingus. They say, I was hoping for a podcast version of CinemaSins, except good. And instead it was a podcast version of CinemaSins, except somehow worse.
Can you translate that for me?
CinemaSins is a YouTube channel that just like nitpicks on things like, oh, in this scene you said, oh, you should take a look at this, and you used a trope, so now you lose a point. And they just like, it just become formulaic and boring, and they just do the same thing over and over.
Sounds like a 1-star review.
Yeah, they don't like.
Okay, they didn't care for it. Well, thank you though. Thanks for participating.
Well, more specifically, they don't like the show. They might be fine with you. The second one says, needs chapters. Go podcasting, from Randall.
Yeah, they do offer that. I use Megaphone to post my podcast, the audio version, everywhere. And they do offer chapters now. So I could do that.
We should do it.
You think we should?
Yeah. Mike does it. It's great. It's really helpful. They're doing it in the chat anyway. They're logging in where the Opie starts, where the John starts. So just go ahead.
Okay.
Seem kind of gay to you? Or not gay?
Well, okay, Adam, I'll explain why I've always been reluctant to do the chapters thing. Is I've introduced new characters on the show. And people will be like, oh, I don't care about Opie. I don't care about Patrick Michael. And then they listen over time and they go, actually, this fucking Patrick Michael guy is enthralling. And if you give an opportunity to skip that stuff, they never get into it in the first place. I want people to listen. I put together an amazing show. I'm going to turn to Aaron Imholte for a second. Every segment's fan-fucking-tastic. And the fact that you would skip one of them is wild to me. I don't understand it at all. Anyway, that's the reason why I haven't in the past, but maybe I will.
Yeah, give it a try, because I, as a listener, was the same way. I would skip to the things I liked, but eventually it couldn't stop. It would bleed, and I would find new people I liked, but you can never stop me from going first to the things I want.
All right. Was that a 5-star review?
No, if you do the chapters, it might be. That one was 3 stars.
3? Son of a bitch.
I guess you have room for improvement.
Impossible to please around here.
The last one is from K Banba, and it says, as far as I can tell, these doofuses are completely hung up on Opie and Anthony from Opie and Anthony. They wish they had an ounce of Opie's talent and humor. Just a bunch of unintelligent wannabes, lower than a homeless man stepped on birthday cake.
That's a 5-star review if I've ever heard one.
Give me 5.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Thank you guys for reviewing the show. It helps the algorithm. I know people aren't listening on Apple Podcasts anymore, and I think that's one of the only places you can actually review podcasts. So it makes it difficult, but thank you for going out of your way to do that. We appreciate it. And for commenting on Spotify. I'm sure that helps an algorithm somewhere someday. And Jason and Mesa coming in, or Mesa. I'm late to the show. I assume it's all gay. Did I win? Yes.
Yeah.
Until the final, it was all gay. Megan was throwing us off with that. There was no pattern recognition to be had. Sharky Waters. Hope we can take pictures of Iran on the toilet now.
Sure.
Rocket Orby 2002, referring to tits as moderately sized is gay. Slim Faley. Megan, do you own a bicycle?
I have a Peloton. I don't have a bicycle.
Jay Wolfenstein. Still sick, Adam. Still sick.
It's a problem, I know.
He really is troubled by that segment we just did on Ron the Waiter.
Well, for the record, Ron was offered Thanksgiving and a mattress from Opie, and Opie did not deliver on either of them.
Dude, the reason for not having Ron over to his house for Thanksgiving is worse than just being like, we don't like you.
That was embarrassing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got hard, fast rules about this.
Yeah,
sort of
it'd be
thing.
one thing. You're just like, no, my wife and kids said there's no way you're allowed in our house ever. He'd be like, all right.
Yeah, I get
But
that
it's-
a lot.
But it says just like, no, you're a sexual predator. And he's like, Jesus, what?
You really lighten things up at the end there.
Yeah, Slim Faley. If so, any chance you are selling the seat?
Oh.
I thought that's where he was going.
Oh, okay.
Megan?
Your bike?
Oh.
Do you want to put that on eBay?
Maybe.
There you go.
All right. Well, you're saying there's a chance. It's very exciting for
From
Slim
abstinence to
Faley.
OnlyFans, the Megan story.
Let's check out some voicemails coming in. Oh, Keanu called into the show. Kiki.
Call, darling, it's Kiki. Hello, I have a brand new show. Kiki and Ashley, weekly on YouTube. Tell your people to watch it, Carl. It's going to be a hit.
Oh, okay. She's teaming up with Ashley Cummings to have a hit show. That sounds great. Oh, wait, she called back.
And it's
Hello,
gone.
Carl, it's Kiki. This is embarrassing and untoward, but Ashley and Kiki has been canceled.
No.
Thank you.
Well, that was short-lived. That's too bad.
Thank you, Robin.
We were playing the fallout between Dick and Vito from The Biggest Problem in the Universe. And this guy has an interesting observation about how Vito was arguing with Dick.
Hey, Carl. I watched more of that Dick and Vito fight, and one of the things I noticed was whenever Dick said something that Vito didn't want to hear, that's when he said, I don't get it. I don't understand. I think that's like his coping mechanism is just like, I don't understand, is like his way of, I don't want to accept this as real. But maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Anyway, call me back.
No, you're picking that up perfectly.
Yep.
That was Vito's, when Dick is very direct, which I like about him. If he feels a certain way, he's going to tell you. He's not going to allude to something. So he's just like, I don't want to talk to you because talking to you is a waste of time because you don't learn anything. You don't listen to me. I don't understand, man. What do you mean?
I don't understand. Could you?
Yeah, right.
Because the calmer I say it, the more infuriating it is to the person talking to you.
Yes. But no, you picked up on that perfectly. Here's a fun one.
Greetings, friend. Do you wish to look as happy as me? Well, you've got the power inside you right now. So use it and send $1 to Who Are These Podcasts? 2604 Elmwood Avenue, number 262, Rochester, New York, 14618. Don't delay. Eternal happiness is just $1 away. Nobody likes Millhouse.
That's right, guys. We do have a P.O. box where you can send $1 for eternal happiness.
Ahoy, hoy. Greetings, friend. Do you wish to look as happy as me? Well, you've got the power inside you right now. So use it and send $1 to Happy Dude, 742 Evergreen Terrace, Springfield. Don't delay. Eternal happiness is just $1 away.
$1 for eternal happiness. I'd be happier with the dollar.
Well played. All right. Let's talk about the next DabbleCon that we're going to do.
Yeah, it's me again. Also, when is DabbleCon 3 or whatever the fuck we're doing to make fun of John? Because, I want to buy beef drippings of beer. This is KFC. He's my man. He's my male life partner in the 9K way on YouTube. And also, fuck, I ain't got nothing else. I'm sorry. It's 5 in the morning. I've been drinking energy drinks all night. I'm not allowed to drink alcohol anymore due to legal restrictions.
That's not good.
Love you. Bye. Don't play this one.
Thanks, Carlos Frosted Tips. So, DabbleCon 2 was the tapes. Dabble House was the tape season 2. Sure. DabbleCon 3, the fundraiser. Coming soon. It'll be a fun one everyone wants to attend, for sure. Silent auctions. A dunk tank. This is interesting. Speaking of the Kate Meany tapes.
Hey, Carl. I was just thinking about something about the lawsuits. He's talking about the Kate Meany tapes. Doesn't John admit to, crimes in the Kate Meany tapes? Like, sending cocaine through the mail? It's not a good idea to bring that stuff to a
That was
courtroom.
integrity verification.
Right.
I don't know if he can get legal trouble for it, but it seems like a really bad idea. Anyway, call me back.
I hear what you're saying. That's not how the law works, though. It's fine. He can cry and complain and getting made fun of and being humiliated all he wants. Boner Guy's a great idea.
Carl, I was wondering, why doesn't everyone who's watching this right now click like, leave a comment, and subscribe?
That's a great question, Boner Guy. Why isn't everyone hitting like and subscribe on this video right now? What are they waiting for, Producer Chris?
They're probably busy voting for you at the Creep Off.
That's correct. TheCreepoff.com. Vote for Carl. I could use a W. Last voicemail coming in, and this is a throwback to earlier voicemail tropes.
Hey, Carl. Ron the electrician here. This is how I talk. I've been thinking about what you've been saying recently, that you're now the $600,000 man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do a quick math.
Uh-oh.
20 million. Yeah, you are about 3% of Dick Masterson. That sounds about right.
All right. Well, Maddox had the most ridiculous attorney ever suing for $20 million. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to make that up anytime soon.
And if you really want to get technical, he's $380 million because Maddox's lawyer doesn't know how to file a lawsuit, and it was per count.
Right. Each one was $20 million that I'll add it up. It's so funny to me that Tab just avoided getting served. He just never got served. And I guess I didn't realize that was an option. I probably should have done that. Slim Faley, $2. Adam strikes me as a banana seat kind of guy.
Oh, mine doesn't even have a seat. I
Whoa.
wish.
Whoa, that's not going to help the rumors.
That's right. Oh, I'm here to
Jesus
encourage you.
Christ. Big if true. Sharky Waters. Carl, the way you read Super Chats is gay.
What have you got against gays?
I disagree, sir. All right. What are we promoting? Annie? I forget the promos now lately. Producer Chris yells at me afterwards, and I'm like, oh, you're right. I'm the worst.
I would like to promote Eckle Pineapple. He's doing a new series where I join a couple of fellas to cover a book series called Wheel of Time. It's coming out this Thursday, I believe.
Oh. Well, to that I say...
Just do it.
Very good. Adam, anything you're promoting, my friend?
What's Wheel of Time? What's that book series?
Well, I'm only in chapter 5 so far, so I don't really know. It's a long fantasy series done by Robert Jordan. Apparently, he passed away right before it was finished, and he had known he was, getting near the end of his life, so he had structured it out for it to get finished. So it is now officially finished, all 15 books. So it's going to be in for the long haul, and we're going to be covering chapters at a time and doing a little bit of a breakdown and questions.
Gay.
Nobody cares.
Lisa, that's wildly inappropriate.
Wow.
That was rude, but good to have her
Beyond
back.
the grave.
Jesus Christ.
I believe I'll be on the Dick Show this Sunday, so tune in for that.
Oh, you
Very
going
cool.
into the studio?
Yeah.
Nice. You get to see Baby Dick.
Nope. And for the record, for anybody listening, no, I will not.
Okay. Fair enough. Do you know what Dick named his son?
Richard?
Donald.
Really?
Yeah, because he was conceived when Donald won the election.
Wow.
It's a fun fact.
What could possibly go wrong with that name? Donnie Masterson. I can't think of anything.
I gotta go. Bye. I gotta go.
Bye. Boom. Playing his hit volley. Vinny Paulino, because he's so fat. Boom. I gotta go. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, folks, guess what?
The episode's over. That was a great episode. That was really great.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Why am I even still doing this? I'm out of here.
Man, that was a good episode. That was a good episode. I enjoyed that.
Okay, bye. I'm a thumb in the butt guy.